Okay, so we are up to session number 150 of Phase 3, Season 3, Episode 6. They are up to the 7th day of the first month of the year 1012, with some characters in other sessions learning that on the 15th of the month something bad's going to happen.
Yeah.
It's the reason why you guys started in January this year.
Where we need Friday night to succeed.
So basically...
So it's a bit chancy there.
I'm trying.
I'm hearing from you that Calgrix needs to rejoin Friday night.
So it does look as if the 15th is going to be a major turn in the war.
Mm-hmm.
Good or bad. So...
well, like Monday nights will be good and have a good impact. Friday night,
we'll see.
If they don't get it done, we almost may as well start a new campaign.
Right, I'll be there on Friday. I'll just take Lani. Oh, and we'll need Luel. Oh, wait a minute, we'll need Draknama. The old bastard's helpful occasionally.
Well, it doesn't help that we're all squishy that are present at the moment.
I could level up my ultimate character and bring in a druid.
The major tanks
well, they
haven't
are
been there for a
currently
couple of sessions.
trying to get the elemental cults in Alphatia to completely separate before the Master's agents take control of all the cults and bring them into the war.
So conniving and smart diplomacy and proper correct smart action, we're all screwed.
No, it makes it worse. In the setup for this, everybody in Friday joined up with a cult, including Calcrix. If Master takes control, not my character, not Callum's character, but the previous characters all join the Master's side.
Mm-hmm.
I still have to have a discussion with Martin in private.
I think
I think Nyx will stop that happening, but hey,
this is one of the ones where
this is where the biscuits would be useful.
The power struggle between Nyx and the Master will come into play.
Yeah. That's still the other players. You don't want them under
Warlock of Orcus, a fallen paladin who I'm sure would get paladin abilities back, possibly, if they join the other side. A necromancer cleric.
Well, they'd probably become the Oathbreaker paladin at that point.
Yeah. Well, okay, so that sounds like a group that would be following the Master anyway.
Swashbuckler rogue sorcerer warlock, who is almost always high on something. I'm sure you'd bring Bradshaw in, so a weapon master druid.
I thought you had a game rule that player characters had to be heroes.
I did.
They had to force it.
And you didn't enforce it.
Oh no, I've been...
He has now.
I have been enforcing the whole way along. One of the characters has been falling for about 3 years now.
And
has gone from
he got told he was going to fall if he didn't change his thing.
And he did it anyway.
He didn't change his thing, so he ended up falling.
Is this what we call the Friday group Suicide Squad?
They are basically.
They all sound like they're that bad.
Paul,
yes.
you need to pick up a cat and put him on the floor over here.
Come here, Mr. Puss.
He's gone from water genasi to fire genasi, almost to dark genasi.
So, Monday group, we are definitely the heroes of heroes. So,
Wait,
what?
Wednesday's not bad.
You have
the new Wednesday group is not bad.
But isn't
Well, we won't step on it.
isn't Dimitri still in it though?
He doesn't do anything particularly evil. He's just
He just is.
yeah.
He's evil.
He's just designed to antagonize children.
He's just drawn that way.
Exactly. Yes.
I swear, however many sessions ago, Dimitri had this inkling that at some point children would be created.
Jeremy, you are very faded.
Sounds like your mic is somewhere else.
All me. I'm going to put that right.
That's a huge amount because we can actually hear some volume instead of just a breathless voice. That was almost a Marilyn Monroe impression.
Yes.
And that just brings all sorts of horrible things to mind.
Yeah, I was finding it very difficult to understand what you were saying earlier.
Yep, she helped.
That's exactly what I was kept thinking what I should actually ask you to do. Because it sounded like it wasn't very useful.
Anyway.
Underground.
Yes, but I am sure he had some instincts. Something.
Okay, so, which means why don't we start off with Jeremy tonight?
Okay.
Not playing Dimitri.
Playing Dracula. The insider who has been using my children and one to take on the role of chief of police there. Came with the players, so we're going to have a little bit of police stuff. And he's now trying to work out how to
I got Kesley to take your
none of the players effectively so that they're not taking the pieces of the world. But she hasn't necessarily followed up yet.
If you need more on that, just let me know.
Oh,
Yeah.
you hit it.
So, Ariadne, we were just doing introductions.
Sorry, I was answering the question.
Yeah.
My apologies.
It's okay because we were picking up everything you guys were saying on the mics.
Sorry,
Oh.
Jeremy.
Unfortunately, crosstalk does get picked up very well on
Yeah,
this
the mic
thing.
is sensitive.
Okay, so that brings us to Rhiannon.
I'm playing currently the form of Seika, the elven rogue, who is really itching to pull her daggers, but that would be a bad idea as backed up by all of the divination that is centered around this fight. And is really, really happy that Calcrix got her dream, because otherwise, yeah, they'd pretty much be dead.
Mm-hmm.
Because what's the worst that can happen?
We are all dead around a blue stone.
Mm-hmm.
Well, currently there's no
And
blue
the-
stone, so I think we're fine.
And the bad guy wins.
And the Yulari joined the master.
Well, there is a reason why the master doesn't go into the desert.
Mm.
Which then brings us to Kesley.
Hello, I am playing Kupolani Aokai. She goes by Lonnie, holder of many titles. Makai, human, fighter, weapons master, I guess burgeoning time reaper.
Memory of many former lives that never happened.
Yeah.
You're a Time Lord.
And now can't
Yeah.
happen.
Time Lord,
Mm.
traumatized by things that did but did not happen.
How you could have lived life differently.
Exactly.
Actually had a relationship with your
with my
love
my
interest.
love interest and all that stuff. So, and
And how many times you had kids that are never going to be born.
exactly. So, that is me. Knowing that there is a time for things to happen because she dumbly forgot about her time powers and is now just going through this worry about time spiders rather than focusing on what's happening.
Because
right
she
now.
has
But
to
you know
hold
what?
down the
It's
Shadow
fine.
Lord for Calcrix to stab him with the...
No, I didn't say stab. I
No.
said hit.
He hit him with the long
I
sword.
have to hold the Shadow Lord for Calcrix to hit him with her sword. In whatever capacity that is, we will see. And whatever capacity that fulfills the time spider's feelings, we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we need to I just need to hold you for a second. The dragon's gonna pull a
Oh
weapon.
no, that's when I'm like, wait, you know that thing where you tie your shoe, but you hold a person's shoulder to tie your shoe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But then again, we've been talking this whole time about what we're gonna do with Shadow Lord, so we're gonna wait and see what happens.
Which then brings us to Grant.
Playing the old bastard, the soldier. Enough said.
He's got a big shield, big sword.
Yep.
Big heart.
Big heart.
Here to
And only-
protect.
Minus
only-
one leg.
And only one shoe. Yeah.
Yeah.
One shoe. Yes.
Well, at one stage
But there's a foot.
you did have a nice cybernetic leg at one stage.
Yes, I know.
And then someone changed time.
Mm.
Alas.
Exactly. The dwarves are still offering to make me another one, I think.
Mm.
It's not gonna be as fancy as your
Well,
space
they may
No-
actually
no steam
remake
power
his stump in metal, so it looks identical, works the same, but he's just metal.
Yeah.
Because hey, they wouldn't want him to feel like he was not thought of.
Well, the perfect thing for getting into an asking contest with a porcupine.
Which then brings us to Paul.
Who is Hluel, noble and prince in two different cultures, diplomat, talky person,
No.
part-time artillery piece,
I like
party healer, and snappy dresser.
It's for later, but you can't see it.
And then we have Ariadna.
No, we don't, not just yet. We almost do.
I can
There
recap.
we are.
Yep, nope.
Actually, grab it.
Oh, got it.
It's Calcrix. The white dragon, kind of.
And no,
with
she's
the
not
jazz
upside
wings.
down.
She can fly. She can do
Yes.
upside down. Except
Yes.
now her karate bandana is coming undone, and she doesn't want to lose
Yeah.
that because that's where her secret power comes from.
Yes, she is made of felt and is that small.
Calcrix feels bad because she was kind of talking through Drachnama's introduction, so she's going to introduce the great Drachnama, who is now a very cool dragon rather than like a human thing. But also really cool, a part of the Atruaghin clan, which includes Dragonborn, which are awesome. And that's all you really need to know about him, because all the rest is boring, and the dragon stuff is amazing. Right? Right?
Always.
Of course.
Drachnama's
If you say so.
You're leaving out my entire history, my bringing of the people together, my great leadership, being chosen by the two different gods, and my destiny, and the fact that I look like a really old man, even though I've only been walking around for about 40 odd years. And we won't mention that incident when he gave his name to a dragon, because that's just embarrassing, right?
Oh yes, Drachnamir is not what he was given by his parents.
It's not his. Yeah, it's not his original name.
Who knows, Bruce?
We did affect some to the party from the Ink of the Dragon.
Sorry, I think I got most of that, but I don't know if it's my hearing or if there's an echo on the speaker.
No, it's just
Yeah.
bad signal. It's
Yeah.
very mushy.
Did you say something about you saved the party from the dragon?
As in, he sacrificed his own name to
Yes.
save the party.
Party, that's right. Yes, well, they're the kind of details that Calcrix would probably cover in an actual
Did he
story.
sacrifice his? Did
No.
he sacrifice his name to save the whole party, or was he just going to talk to the dragon
He
and
went-
accidentally gave his name because
It was 100%
That
accident.
The dragon asked him to give him his name, so he did.
Exactly.
Yes, can I have your name? Yes. Okay, thank you.
Yep.
At which point he was
Now he's no
formerly... Well, he was known as the one formerly known as this.
Oh, dear.
And for a while he's in my notebook as no idea.
Yep.
Because his name was Peridot.
And it was easier than a character without a name,
Yep.
or character formerly known as Peridia.
And for quite a while he was also known as the tribesman, because
Yeah.
he had no name.
And no idea was quicker and easier to write than the tribesman. Calcrix comes with her companion Eep, who looks like a plant, but in blacks and greys.
think I have a version of it
But speaks in colour. So her language is colour, and Calcrix is still trying to figure out what the colours mean.
So if you're curious, that's the one I did up for Calcrix.
That they converse every day. They have very animated conversations. They often play tag, which often involves other members of the party. They just don't know about it until after they've been chased
Didn't actually get to see it.
by a plant that can stab you.
And
It's the
eats
same.
things.
Oh, did you want to see?
And looks like everything she's ever eaten. So if she turns into something
That is
that looks like
very
you, be worried.
It does suit the character.
It does.
She's from the Feydark.
Properly whimsical.
Nix, and why Calcrix has black.
Okay, so instead of getting the party to do a recap, I will actually do a very brief recap.
I was going to say, we're very chatty tonight, so we should be
They
quick.
had gone to deal with the Shadow Lord, and they ended last session with the Shadow Lord descending a set of stairs into the room they're in after they realised they'd wandered into a Black Morian Tower, which means it's a place they could never find with magic, nor would they be able to decode with magic. And no special abilities will work on it that are designed to translate or communicate with.
Hence why you can't find the tower unless you know how to get there.
Mm-hmm.
So that's okay because we're there anyway.
Even
Oh, yeah.
Found it.
even
Yeah, but
if
no one else
path
can find their
would
way
never
here.
get it
That's the
there.
thing.
You can never teleport to it.
Yep.
All that sort of fun.
Yes.
How do you mess with people? You bring in something that magic won't touch.
Mm-hmm.
And you can all thank the god Ixion for that.
Yeah, well, you know.
Yeah, you're not going to start thanking him just yet.
Don't worry, he's the whole reason the war started.
Yes, that's why I'm not going to start thanking him just yet.
Calrix has a thank you gift for him. It's got an orb of destruction. And rare, I heard. Yeah.
Except he's trying to stop all magic being drained from the world by the Galantry.
Yeah. Well,
Well, there
yeah, but
is
he's
a
not doing it
compromise.
he's not doing it the right way.
Yeah,
he
but
he
as-
tried to do it via the rule of the gods,
Yeah.
and he got thwarted.
As
Yes.
Redrian has
Well,
said,
what we're going
there's
to be
a-
doing. Well,
There's a compromise. We can actually figure this out without
yes.
annihilating everybody.
The only other thing that I would
yeah,
point
you
out
just remake the world.
for recap
From
is that
behind.
we do have a party telepathy currently going.
Yeah, we've got telepathic bond currently going.
That is the
Yes.
only other thing that we really need to know.
And the machine that makes crap coffee.
Yes.
It's not as good as Calrix's.
Well, that's what I said. It's a machine that makes crap coffee.
Oh, yes.
Because those who are coffee aficionados like Celtrix's coffee.
Yes. Because it's actually
I
coffee.
finally worked out Calrix's logo now.
Yes.
It's 2 C's, but they look like they're forming the infinity symbol.
Okay.
Ah, cute.
Cool.
Just don't do the Maxwell House ad music. You go into battle.
Yeah, no, Maxwell House isn't coffee, it's brown water.
Not Maxwell House. She's got her own jams.
Yes. You got real stuff.
Sorry, we're distracted the DM again.
We're chatty today.
Okay, so we ended last session with the Shadow Lord walking down a set of stairs to greet you all. And
He said, "Greetings, I am Landrin Teriak, the Shadow Lord." End session.
okay, so how would anyone like to respond to that while I try to get back to the actual usable page?
Seiku's doing her wallflower thing.
Calrix will respond in Draconian because he's a dragon lord with her official title. Because she's the real dragon in the whole party, and she's the
ain't.
one who should be introduced first.
Sounds very dragony and sounds about right.
Yes, very dragony.
And Father Ipat is just...
Ignore the diplomat because they're not a dragon.
As I said, Seiku's doing a wallflower impression.
Yes.
Well, you will be the second person she'll probably introduce before Drachnema, but mostly because Drachnema doesn't want people to know he's around.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you say?
Greetings, Lord Latrian. I am the munificent Calrix, the white dragon with jazz wings, as I am known throughout the lands. And I am currently, I believe, and I'm just going to ad-lib this, I don't know what the proper words are, the custodian of the region that was handed over by Vitriol. And I seek an audience with you to discuss I'd like to roll a dice to come up with something better than all the things.
Sure.
But I was in such a rush to let the cat sit back down, I left all my dice over there. and my books and my spell books and everything because I was getting everyone food and coffee and snacks.
It'd be very hard to get them.
And it's
for
very
you.
hard to get to,
Over here or over there?
like in the most inconvenient spot.
Well, it's going down in my notes as all the things.
Can't
No, no.
actually move it.
Yeah.
Can you reach me one of the chocolate caramel
Oh,
biscuits?
well, yep, we could do that.
The chocolate coated ones.
These things.
Yes.
Black
Thank
box.
you.
Sorry. I was just sit down real
And
fast.
which books did you
Okay, so there's the orange book at the very end of the dragon books. Then there's 2 small A5 spiral books, white. And I think,
You're at the top of that pile there?
no, I think actually if you go underneath that pile, next to the furry book. My
A
owlbear
fairy
book.
book.
So the 2 next to the owlbear book.
There's a D&D book that's furred and it's got
And
an
then
owlbear on it. I
Any
bought
of the
it for
big fat
Nikolai.
notebooks that I can write notes in.
Well, there's an invisible owlbear on
No, the one on
what
the
looks
top
like an
pile. You
owlbear
see the
in the room right
really
now.
big fat ones?
Well, just look, it's
Like
invisible,
fat in
but yeah.
comparison to everything else.
Those ones.
I was reading, reading a
Not body
forum
shaming
on
books, I promise.
D&D Beyond,
And now I need to roll.
where a mimic can turn itself into an outback bunny.
That's fine.
See, this is where we need
You
more
do
of
it
it, because
well,
she could turn
because I
into
weigh
an
like
owlbear
96
recluse
kilos.
form.
Oh,
This, yeah, the carpet's nice and smooth. It's fine.
on carpet.
It was smooth to start with, it's okay.
Well, it's go okay. What's the roll? Is it like charm?
Culture check?
But it's up to you.
Persuasion.
Do the introductions come under
Persuasion.
charm or
Persuasion.
persuasion?
It's persuasion.
Well,
in this
persuasion
game.
is always for
Persuasion.
diplomacy
Yeah.
stuff.
Yep, there we go. Which
Yeah.
is charisma, not charm. I was just picking a C word.
Yes.
Yep. Different system.
Okay, so charisma. So that's the standard 7 plus 8, 15, plus my D4. Currently at 29, which isn't too bad. 29 plus 2 is 31. 14 plus 15 is 29 plus 2 is 31.
But 29?
31.
31.
31.
Okay, so he says, are you here to swear an oath of fealty?
I'm here to discuss the terms.
Well, the terms are if he calls you, come. If he orders you to attack somewhere, you attack it.
In a word,
Would
no.
you like to do an insight / reflection / figure out what would be... Would she better off being straight direct? Or is this where she tries to be diplomatic? Like, more diplomatic? I don't know what a role for that is, but I guess she's seeking...
Well,
That's persuasion.
if you wish to...
That's actually a good base for this.
insight on herself.
Okay.
Insight to read the
Are you trying
situation.
to get some hints on what you should be doing?
Well, I guess she's reflecting on all the knowledge she's gathered so far.
Mhm. If you were to sign fealty to him, it would probably hamper you and put you in
she's not
similar
planning to sign
grounds.
fealty to him. I guess she's trying to decide if she goes, that's not going to happen. In fact, you're going to sign fealty to me. Or whether she goes for a more diplomatic answer. So I guess she's trying to decide, does she go for a very direct?
Because is it direct as in, no, you're signing fealty to me? Is it, I wish to negotiate some other thing? Or is it keep him talking to learn more information? I think that's a question for you to decide.
Yeah, and that's what I'm asking. Do I roll on that, or is that something that I just discuss
Just make a call.
in terms of?
I think the issue we've got at the moment is the information we need is in the tower, but we don't have freedom to explore the tower.
Yes.
Poor Ariadna is trying to remember the last session and
Okay, so-
all of the information she's gathered so far without everyone recapping the last 4 sessions.
Basically, you don't know much of his motivations.
Right.
And he hasn't given anything away with his statement.
Okay.
And you're going to have to find some way to turn him down. But whichever way you turn him down will probably result in
I
some
know.
form of negativity.
How I'm going to answer now, I would say. Before
Well, don't ask Father Pat.
Before
Because
I
he's going to be negative.
Yeah, no, it's more, this guy is, give me an answer I want, or screw you. It's how we get that second bit we want to make a decision on.
Before I even start to discuss fealty with you, I need to know who I'm discussing it with, the kind of person that you are. I am not a dragon who serves just anyone. So I need to know more about you, your goals, and what you're doing.
That is a very good answer.
But if you are willing to discuss those things with me, I am a very powerful dragon with very powerful allies. And I could be a dragon worth your while. But I'm not one that just gives in easily just because I feel like it.
That's a very good answer.
Okay, so he seems to just think for a moment and goes, in that case, take a seat and he will hear out your requests and discuss what he is looking for.
Take a seat. I will introduce the rest of the party at this point. Starting with Lul, who I know doesn't mind being seen. I presume
part of my
Seika
job.
wants to not be introduced at all.
If you do, in a very dismissive manner.
I presume Drachnama prefers to be also kind of
Not pointed out.
not pointed out.
The
Is that right?
generally is aiming to be here at the present time,
Okay.
studying the room, determining exactly what's in the room, opposition likely,
Yeah.
based on contact. So,
There is the invisible owlbear.
No, I was going to say, we have an invisible owlbear to remember.
An invisible owlbear.
So I'll do
Why is there
officially Lul, Lani,
Pat.
and Father Pat. And kind of dismiss any others as just part of the entourage. Or just let him assume.
Okay, so he introduces his aide, who is standing on the stairwell behind him, which you haven't really paid attention to, as Gevrin. He is army commander and bodyguard, who's dressed in full plate with a long sword already out, and you can see rubies glittering off the design of a red wyvern on his breastplate.
So this is like a human-shaped person?
Humanoid. Many creatures fit into the humanoid category.
I was presuming he wasn't
Yeah.
introducing the invisible owlbear.
And he says wandering around the room is his pet.
The invisible owlbear. No.
Pyrocaloria.
Pyrocaloria.
Is that a name
That's-
or a description?
That sounds intimidating.
He doesn't go any further on what that does.
No one expects him to.
Hydrocaloria?
What does it look like?
Pyro.
Pyro.
Pyro. As
Pyro?
in fire.
Yes.
Yes.
As in you will burn in hell.
I don't know whether Father Pat just wants to size up this other guy. Doesn't he?
And he gestures to another one who starts coming down the stairs as Kurda. He is High Priest.
Okay.
And you can see on his robes the symbol of Idris.
Don't know if I trust that.
Well, as I said, Father Pat's just sizing up this other warrior. I don't know if it's an insight roll. I don't know what you would use to.
Give me a insight roll.
Okay.
I'd like to do insight perception on the Idris.
Yep, you can do that.
BTC space.
Sorry, I'll have to jump to another section.
I was obviously stuff out of last session.
It was discussed last section, but I can't do it.
From this perspective, he's looking at the technical requirements to any battle in this room. So
There was a
So,
retracting stairwell that people came down, and this is
So it would be 30 foot
Yeah,
by
explain to
30
you.
foot.
yeah.
So it's a bit squishy at the moment with everyone in there.
How lit up is it?
this proficiency 2,
How?
Not very.
just 1d4 or 2d4?
It means
I know.
it's +8. Is what it means.
Is it rank 3 or rank 2?
Rank 3.
So that's
Right.
2 times proficiency, plus your ability score modifier, plus your expertise dice.
38.
Yeah, I don't want to forget because I've had it about 3 times now.
That's not going to be very good. That's not very good. Plus 1d4. Proficiency is
Your proficiency is +8. Well, the double proficiency is
plus 8,
+8.
so that's 16. Not going to be enough, I don't think. Exercise and 1d4.
I'm just double confirming, mostly with Rhiannon. We found out last session that
Oh, great.
the number in
17 all up.
Sorry.
So 17 all up.
Yeah.
For Pat assessing Gavin.
Yeah.
Okay, you think you could take him?
Sorry?
You think you could take him?
Oh dear.
The number in brackets is the rank.
Yeah, so I don't. When I'm doing my addition,
No.
wisdom plus proficiency times 2. I
Yep.
take my wisdom, which is 7. Then I get my proficiency, which is 4, and I times my 4 times 2, which is 8.
Which
so
gives
then
you
I add
15.
15 to the dice roll, and then if I roll my d4, then I add my d4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you're rank 3, you should have at least a d4.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Okay. So, and what did you get?
I got 38.
38,
That's
okay.
why I was just double checking.
That's a bit better than my 17.
I got 19 plus 15 plus
Only double and a bit.
4.
Okay, so you're not sure if he's equivalent or higher level than the cleric you met in the temple.
Yep.
But he does wear similar symbology.
No way to tell right now, though, just from the look of him, as to whether or not he is genuinely a representative of Idris or whether he's
I think he's excellent.
the Shadow Lord's person wearing Idris's clothes.
Hard to tell unless he actually uses magic, and
Oh yeah.
if he was to use priestly magic, he would be calling upon his god with every spell.
So you would be able to tell then.
And I
Basically, they either call upon the god or the pantheon, because that's what provides the power.
so I'll be watching for that.
So clerics and druids have to ask for their magic.
Yes.
If I'm hoping everyone's okay with this, but when I greet, I can't remember his
Landry?
name, the cleric of
Kurda.
Kurda.
What's his name?
Kurda.
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 So I'll say greetings, Kurda. I see you follow the goddess Idris.
I did.
Make sure you get the R right, plus no quite credit.
I would be pleased were the Shadow Lord approving if you could do a brief blessing over this meeting of Idris.
Okay, he sort of looks to the Shadow Lord, who sort of waves him off, saying, blessings later, discussions first.
Okay. Calcrix is a little bit... That's a bit disrespectful of dragons. But okay, she's not gonna... Oh, actually, I might say a blessing won't take very long, and surely as having a priest of Idris by your side, you would approve of her blessing our conversation, our discussion, so that we can get the best outcome out of it.
He says problematic. When she blesses things, she generally wants whichever side casting the blessing to come out on top.
I guess that means he's kind of doing good in that sense, because that means he's not putting himself to come out
And
on top.
if you don't come out on top, then she generally curses you.
But that's like what he says. That's not necessarily true.
Well, I
No, keep in
have
mind, she's a god of vengeance, so it does make sense.
from
oh, it makes
Temple,
sense. But I'm just like,
and I have been reading it over the last 5 months.
And it's basically saying don't call on the gods for minor things.
Yeah, no, I was mostly just trying to see.
Get a magic, yeah.
No, not a bit of magic, just test his knowledge of Idris. And I thought a simple blessing wouldn't.
Oh, simple blessing normally would not, but he's pushing the. He doesn't want to call upon the power of the goddess of revenge.
Which is a smart
Makes
move
a
that's
good-
showing that he does know what she does at least.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
could
I'll let it go at that, and I'll say fair enough.
I do a perception check to see if I think he's, or insight to see if I think he's lying?
You can, though you can't see his face, so you're doing it with disadvantage.
because he has the jade mask, is that right?
And he's also got a hood.
So he's looking like a reverse Doctor Doom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Insight or persuasion? Oh, perception.
His insight.
I think he's inside.
Damn it! I rolled a critical on one of those.
I know it hurts.
But that's okay, I have a minimum of 10. So,
It's nice to be a rogue.
10 plus 10 is 20. 22.
Okay, as try as you might, you can't really read him that well.
Yeah, I was going to say this is probably too high.
He hides most of whatever he is behind the mask and the robes.
I just felt like I had to.
I was expecting it would be.
And even low light doesn't show up anything.
So it's a bit like my shadow click, which is also up.
He may even be a shadow cloak,
Yep.
as he is known as the Shadow Lord after all.
Yes.
So you do get a feeling of the shadows seem to favour him over you.
Well, that makes sense as well.
Okay, so he does sit down on a chair in the room with the bodyguard by one side and the cleric on the other.
I'm going to do my usual thing and offer to make us coffee using my charisma charm diplomacy special, I guess. The one where the coffee craft stuff comes in as a part of making discussions as successful as possible.
He gestures for you to go ahead in his chamber. Because, hey, it can be seen as disrespectful to do things, especially when you've seen
So
someone use for someone.
Well, that's why I asked if that would be I made an offer rather than insisting. To roleplay it, I will say to him, I am realm famous for my coffee. And I feel it would be remiss of me not to at least offer you a chance to try it.
Okay, so as you're doing that, he does ask you about your travels. Apparently he has heard of your travels to Yalarum and the Isle of Dread.
The Isle of Dread was very...
And something to do with Pokeballs.
Well, and while I'm doing the coffee ceremony, I'm going to tell him a very entertaining story of my being a young dragon at the time and there being a lot of dancing lights and noises in the jungles of the Isle of Jet. And my adoptive father, being very protective of me, noticed that I had gone to explore and discover the source of some of these bright lights, and they came after me. And at the same time, a Tyrannosaurus Rex, which is a fearsome creature, as you know. I can even give you a living example of one, because I now ride one as a mount, which is just one of the most awesome ways to get around, especially if you want to make an impression on people. And while my father was trying to save me from the Tyrannosaurus Rex, can you imagine I had to be saved from a Tyrannosaurus Rex at one point? I was using my magic ball to catch the Tyrannosaurus Rex, and just when my adoptive father was being munched up in the mouth of the Tyrannosaurus Rex, I managed to capture them, leaving my father in an eternal stasis of being eaten by the Tyrannosaurus Rex until we figured out how to release them both without being killed by the Tyrannosaurus Rex or without killing my father, which we did manage to do successfully. But
Many weeks later.
I imagine it had made quite an impression upon my father. He definitely prefers not to deal with dinosaurs with large teeth, and out of respect for him, I don't take my Tyrannosaurus mount out when he's around. I generally get around on my own 4 feet and 2 wings. Do I roll for the coffee?
You can roll for the coffee.
Is it Arcana still? Or is it...
Oh, you were making it with magic
no,
stuff.
it's performance.
Performance, yes.
Yes, that's it. Ooh, ha ha ha!
Nat 20?
Natural 20.
Nice.
Oh god, it's so hard to hold that there.
Yeah.
But he's like, if you get a nat 20, you need to show it to me. So nat 20 plus 15. No, it's just charisma. So nat 20 plus 7. That seems low.
You're not trained in performance?
Yeah, I should have like way bigger stats for performance, particularly for the coffee craft one.
Don't think it's in downtime.
It's charisma based.
It should be. It used to be I'd get like 38 40s on them, and I couldn't have done that without additions. Natural 20.
I mean, you still have time, I'm fairly sure, so...
7 at this stage, although I'll have to check back with you.
Give me a second.
That. Might have been dropped off when everything got transferred over.
Well, some things do get lost.
Where's my coffee?
Translation only does so much. Mm-hmm. Okay, so he does enjoy the tale and
Excellent.
gets his cleric to taste the coffee first.
Of course.
Lucky cleric.
You're proficient in performance.
I'm happy that the cleric is tasting my coffee because everybody should taste my coffee. But I would not dirty my reputation by tainting my coffee with poison. I would rather try to kill you outright. Not that I'm aiming to do that.
We have the downtime for her to be rank 2, so she'll get an expertise dice.
What, you're killing him outright?
No.
Possibly.
I don't know what that means. Expertise dice.
It would be adding a d4.
Yeah.
So do add the d4.
Add to D4 when you roll.
Yep.
Ooh, that's right on the line. Does that mean I re-roll it?
Just roll it again.
1. It was on the line before between the 1 and the 4, and I'm like,
Oops.
anyway, 1. So that's like 28. Yeah.
Hey, 28 is still good, and it was a natural 20.
Yeah.
So
No,
natural
I just
20s do also
remember
do
it
stuff.
having other numbers next to it at some point.
So yes, he is impressed with your coffee craft and your stuff.
goodness forbid if someone thought my coffee was poor.
Oh, no, you have another 4 there as well.
Another 4?
Because you're proficient.
Yeah, so that's 31.
32.
20. But he likes it, that's maybe.
And he does talk about how since he acquired this form,
This isn't your natural form?
he has surrounded himself with draconic servants.
I get surrounding yourself with dragons. I like the company of dragons. Although some of them can be a little bit...
As it's his third form.
Your third form. Why don't you stay in your original form? Like, I can't imagine using any form other than
Does that
my
mean his next
original
form is leaving form?
Probably.
He says obligations are terrible.
What did you promise to... Oh, that must have been a... Oh, dear. That sounds... I feel really sorry. Was your first form a dragon form? Because if it was, I'm really sorry for you.
He does say it was.
Oh, what kind of dragon? I've met blue and black and white. Would it have been red because you got all the red stuff around you? I've not met a red dragon before.
I thought we had, actually.
Just know it was brown.
Brown?
No, yes.
Like bronze or like brown?
He says brown.
Like coffee?
Mm-hmm.
Paladin with.
I don't think I've heard of brown dragons.
Could Laurel do a dragonology check?
I was
I
going
can
to
do
say,
that.
this is a
This is
perfect time for the dragonologist to...
to get
and
his,
we're
To figure out a
telepathically
brown
connected
dragon.
right now.
as a player, I've got a pretty good idea. But
And I don't know whether or
We
not
are-
Dracula
I thought we had a
has
red dragon with
dragon
giants.
senses, but...
okay, knowing about dragons, do we want history or nature?
I suspect, as a player, that we're talking about the dragons that were Calcrix's parents.
So we're looking at history,
Yeah, probably.
and they're well known, correct?
My parents, yes.
Cool, which means I can use my legend specialty. So I get expertise dice and advantage.
I'm pretty sure if the Shadow Lord found out who my parents were,
Damn good thing I got advantage.
he would be more keen to have me sign his agreement.
Yeah, I didn't get a 1.
Well,
It's close. I got a 2. So having advantage is really useful.
yeah.
You got a 3.
This is where you want to use the fortunate feat,
No.
which I keep forgetting I've got.
Yeah, no, 25.
25. Okay.
Yes, 14 and 11.
So this
And-
is telepathy, what Lua knows about brown dragons. Shit.
So, from a legend perspective,
Mm.
you would assume brown dragons may have been part of the colours of the first dragon races.
Yep, so original dragon races, not present.
So Calcrix is...
Old style dragon.
He's going to say, I have heard, because I collect books on everything that I can.
Strictly, I should have done
I've heard-
dragonology. But
You know, I've seen scraps of text about the dragons before, and I've talked to some giants about the dragons before. So, if I'm remembering rightly, you would be a dragon from the dragons before. That's a really long time to be around. How do you keep drinking the coffee from the machine?
He says he grew up with it.
that
Ooh, that
Say-
tells you something about
Say
the
the word, and I will ship some decent coffee here that doesn't need the machine. It's really easy to brew.
or can be used in the machine.
No, the machine makes it all taste bad.
Oh, fair enough.
He does say that some wizard summoned his spirit back from the dead.
Having trouble taking
Did
the
you
notes.
welcome that? Or do you
Didn't get you
find
saying
it's
it.
more burden than...
And well, once he was summoned, he took over the wizard's body, and then he was the wizard.
That's exactly what they deserved, although not really fair on you because a wizard's body is a poor substitute for a dragon's body.
And then it took him a long time to find this place.
How did you find this place, if I may ask? It's got quite a history as far as I've been told,
It's
but I
hard to
don't know
find.
exactly its background.
Well, everything had changed from last time he wandered through this area. So he had to figure out where this area actually was.
That must have taken quite a bit of travelling. You must have seen all of this realm.
It did, and somehow it ticked off a gold dragon along the way.
It takes quite a lot to tick off a gold dragon. I got in trouble a few times myself when I was in school.
Apparently asking about this place is a death sentence.
Ooh, that's good to know, because, you know,
For
I probably would have just
certain
asked about it
people,
without-
That's accurate.
without checking.
Yeah.
But then I also regularly talk to the gods. And I didn't know that that might be considered I'm being a nuisance.
Never.
In your head, more than just a nuisance, this is Blackmore, and a lot of gods don't like that, to the extent of destroying anything that knows about it.
And the former Shadow Lord had managed to get the tower moved to here.
Moved? From where?
I'm trying to get my head around that.
Well, wherever it was hidden, no one could find it.
So Calcix is exactly like her
Okay.
13 childhood self. She's literally, this is like a ghost story. She's like, oh, you're kidding! But it's like utterly sincere.
And then he challenged the former Shadow Lord.
How do you challenge a Shadow Lord?
Well, he swapped bodies.
Annoy them enough.
But why would you do that?
The other body was dying.
Oh,
Don't do
yeah,
it.
fair enough. But won't this body die at some point?
Not as quickly as the other one did.
Like, is it like an elf instead? They live for ages. I can't get rid of them sometimes, and for some reason they want to come and talk to me.
He says, I'm sure they all have their uses.
Oh, look, I like friends and I like being friendly, but sometimes I've got a lot of things to do.
Well, he grew up with the tech, so he's used to it.
I noticed all of the machines. They're not like the ones I've seen with. Would it be well known about the Requester?
Not to a lot of people.
Okay. I'll just say I've seen machinery before, but it doesn't look anything like the machines I've seen before in my various travels.
Your various drazzles.
No, we don't mention that name.
No, it might be known, or
Hey.
even worse, not.
He says that this tech technically hasn't been invented yet.
Oh, it's one of those things. I know a few people who deal with temporal stuff.
Well, the tech gets invented somewhere in the future and then sent into the past.
Yeah, it's one of those things. I always find that stuff confusing. And sometimes a little bit of inconvenience, because I get caught up in all of that stuff.
And unlike his brethren, he embraced the tech.
Well, outside of how terrible it makes coffee, I like all the other stuff. Would you mind telling me about some of it? Is that allowed?
He shrugs. And only some goes to kill you for it.
Oh, well, maybe I shouldn't ask.
He says you can learn as much as you like.
Well, I'm one of those dragons cursed with curiosity. I like to learn about all things, all worlds, all peoples.
And he starts off a tale about how he stumbled across the Blackmorians as a young hatchling and fell in love with the technology.
What was it about the technology that made you fall in love?
It was cool.
That was it. It was cool. It could do things that none of the dragons could do.
I get that.
And most of the dragons were dumb as a post.
I get that too. I've met some dragons who are 10
Make posts look
times,
smart.
20 times my age,
Yes.
but have sought to do nothing more than scamper about. And I can't
Oh,
understand.
just the dragons of this age are far smarter than the older dragons. You could probably fit the wits of the entire species of dragons in the mind of the most juvenile of dragons today.
What about the
that's
legendary?
Yes.
Actually, I'm gonna have to think about whether or not I should ask this question. So, Calcrix is thinking about just poking him slightly and going, "What about the legendary Bahamut, who was supposed to be a dragon of justice?" But
He says the gods of the dragons were different. They tried to teach the dragons, but the dragons were too dumb.
is that why they all got wiped out?
These dragons were dinosaurs, were they?
Yeah, that's a very relevant question.
They were just slightly more advanced than dinosaurs, is the fact that they could speak and the dinosaurs could not.
Ah.
Right.
And being born amongst people who you could think rings around was not a fun time for him, he says.
By the way, if any of the players have any questions to ask right now, please feel free to cut in.
You're legit. Calcrix's natural curiosity is getting the answers we want.
And
Literally.
you covered 4 things I wanted to ask about.
I'm hoping you guys are gleaning the information
Oh,
because Arianda's brain
oh,
is
yeah.
not going to put this together.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
we're writing it down. No,
Yeah.
keep Calcrix. Please keep being Calcrix because you're getting us exactly what we
Saker
want.
is taking in everything.
Hmm.
Mariana is scribbling as fast as she can.
It helps that
Yes.
Calcrix has a very natural childlike innocence, so she's very sincerely just curious.
And I think that's the
Oh,
reason
yeah.
why he
no
keeps
ulterior
going.
motive.
This is why it's working.
This is why it's working. That's why we're not. That's why the rest of the party isn't interrupting Calcrix.
Also, that would
Yes.
be not dragon culturally
Etiquette.
correct.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
That
Yeah.
too.
But Lul is a dragonologist, and she has introduced you guys, so
Yes.
you
Yeah.
are free to
Yeah.
ask questions if you want to.
And he does talk about how when the Dragon War happened with the Black Morians, the dragons had changed his form and slain him and put him to rest in a human tomb,
How did they change your form?
called upon the gods,
What
That'll do
god
it.
did that to you?
Techesis.
Oh.
Techesis?
She likes chaos, if I remember correctly from my history lessons.
Yeah.
I don't know how to spell that, but
This is the kind of
Or
thing that she
Tiamat.
would do.
Yeah, Tiamat is her other name.
Or spelled Takhesis.
Yes.
I just spelled things out.
So how did you survive all this time? And
He
why
didn't, he was
I think
dead.
she's actually Babylonian.
Oh, and then you got brought back
Hmm?
by the
She's
wizard.
Babylonian.
He got brought back about
Yes.
100 years ago by a wizard.
And then you obviously
creation as
outsmarted
well.
him
Mm.
because you're a dragon. And now, why do you want to be wouldn't you rather be just free?
Well, the gold dragons apparently were warned to stop him returning.
Well, why would they want... What is it about you that would threaten the gold dragon so? Or threaten the gods?
Apparently a dragon who knows the tech better than anyone alive was not something they wanted.
Yeah.
I fear I may become one of those dragons one day with my desire to know everything.
He knows many secrets of the Black Morians that have long since been lost.
And the Black Morians are the people who developed this technology.
Who stole this technology?
They stole the technology from the future?
No, from a crashed starship from the future.
Oh, and then they
Didn't know what they were doing and blew themselves up.
Oh, that might happen with technology.
After they got rid of the dragons.
They got rid of all the dragons?
Yes, because the dragons killed one of their important scientists, he says, which was him.
Oh, but weren't you a dragon?
They didn't know that.
I see. Were you in like a humanoid form?
He spent a lot of his time in different forms.
Yeah, see, this is why I avoid other forms.
So the dragons changed his form and killed him.
Yes, they forced him into a form they could kill him in.
I think that's
Okay. Sorry, I'm behind on notes, so I'm just checking details as I hear them.
Calric is actually utterly speechless and indignant and offended by this.
Yes.
You take a dragon and you force him into a human form, and then you imprison him in a human tomb. Just how dare they do that shit?
Yes, so he wasn't too sad when he heard that the two gods involved were killed.
Now I'm guessing that's the
Bahamut and Tikis.
Okay, how was Bahamut involved?
He was the one who stilled the tomb.
I see. Did he see this as some sort of justice?
Apparently he didn't like dragons dabbling in technology.
Saw it as dangerous.
Well, he was on the verge of taking over the Dragon Kingdom.
I see. And
Because they were dumb and easily playable.
it is one. It's a legitimate way to gain power, I guess.
He didn't really want them wiped out, but hey, they did that to themselves.
Yeah, dumb things tend to do that to themselves.
And if you just follow the dictates of a god, then you're unlikely to think for yourself.
Yeah, I think I frustrate some of my gods by not necessarily following their dictates word for word.
Yes, he says only clerics and paladins should follow the word of their god. Everyone else should just imagine the intent and then fit in whatever suits their lifestyle.
When you think about it, a paladin has made an oath to agree to those rules, and a cleric has decided by choice that they want to follow these rules. So I understand that.
Whereas druids and rangers are devoted to the protection of the natural world.
They should be able to determine that depending on what they see. Gods don't always know what's going on in the world. They sometimes lose touch.
He laughs and says, gods struggle to find him now.
I imagine so, because this is your third body and you're a reincarnated spirit. Which I really admire how you've managed to persevere through all this. I can't imagine the kind of post-traumatic stress disorder you would end up with.
Well, he spent a few thousand years on a tech plane, learning more about tech than he thought possible.
Is that why you were a spirit?
That was where he ended up when he died.
I see. So, ironically, when Bahamut and Kesis assigned you to this tomb, they actually sent you to a plane where you could learn the knowledge you needed to survive back here where you wanted to be.
He learnt much about reanimating and bringing things to life.
Calcrix is thinking in her head, oh shit, we're screwed. She's got a problem now because she doesn't want to kill this lord, but at the same time she needs to achieve, I can't remember what goal.
This is where Lonnie will
Reanimating
like
and
telepathically
summoning.
say, hey,
Reanimating and creating.
this area with tech and reanimation, all that stuff. Keep on
Creating
that topic.
what?
Keep going.
What was it?
Reanimating
Yes,
and
but-
creating more.
He
We
doesn't
need
say.
to know how he's keeping his spirit and self alive, so we know how to defeat him.
Why
Yes.
do we want to defeat him again?
That's the problem. That
Someone needs to remind Calcrix.
this is
We
where
are trying to defeat him so that he stops trying. So he is no longer
attacking
attacking
the
Wendar.
And so you want to stop him attacking Wendar so you can get the two clans to move to Yalarum, but you want to defeat him so the cloud giants will come in your side against the master.
But we did say we wouldn't necessarily kill him. We might.
No,
actually...
we said if we can remove him, like if we can negate his influence, or
That's
I'd have to
exactly
go
where.
find
that sounds about
That's
right.
where Calcrix's brain is going. She's like, well, maybe we don't have to defeat him. Maybe we just need to
Is
negotiate.
Calcrix trying to bring back the belief in the heart?
No, Calcrix is learning about her history.
best combination.
she wants to prevent both Bahamut and Takesis from coming back. She doesn't want them coming back. But Takesis is coming through. So she's trying to learn about her grandparents, her parents, so that she can figure out how to keep them where they're supposed to be. Because if they come out, there's going to be a dragon war, and then the Master's not going to be our problem.
Yeah.
The dragons.
The simple fact that this entity was in opposition to both Bahamut and Tarkissus should immediately suggest that actually anything he does is probably not a good thing for the world.
There's also the concern about his research into the Black Stick, which is the
And so
controlling
he's after
undead.
this Black Stick and,
and we also need to do something about the blue elf gem, which is stopping the trees of life functioning properly in Wendar.
But my main concern right now is figuring out how to convince, or us figuring out a way to convince the Shadow Lord to stop attacking Wendar.
That's the priority number one.
Stop the war.
Could you
Yes.
Attempt to redirect his attempts more towards stopping the rise of Takesis?
Why is he attacking Gwendar?
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah,
like,
so-
that's like the short-term goal is
Probably
stop,
to get the Black
stop
Stick.
attacking
Yeah.
Wendar.
So
Why
just
is he with the Black
as a
Stick?
player still,
Because it's rude and nasty. and
my
horrible.
thoughts are
Reanimating
now I'm
and
going to
control
just
them.
ask some questions about Wendar, and I'm also going to give some information that I know, depending on what he says about Takesis, Tiamat. Because that might redirect him away from Wendar, but
What
it
was
might
the cloud
reinforce
giant?
his need for the Black Stick. Or we might be able to, I don't know, do we remember what the Black Stick is? Is this a thing he shouldn't have?
Yes,
if he does, he can control all 5 vampire lords.
he can control
all
any undead, and if he's... Oh, that's the other thing.
If he gets it, Master gets it.
At Xantiodal, he doesn't realise that he's working... I don't know if he realises he's working with Xantiodal or not.
No, he
But
doesn't.
at Xantiodal has given him the instructions to become a lich that aren't actually instructions to become a lich.
So, the
Again,
best
why
way
do that?
to maybe talk him around is to reveal to him and convince him that Xantiotl is interfering with his goals and bending him towards Xantiotl's goals, and he doesn't want to actually attack Wendar and that. Basically, figure out how to free him from Xantiotl's influence.
The exact wording of the bet is we believe we will be able to mediate the conflict once we take out the Shadow Lord. Take out doesn't necessarily mean kill.
And hold up, we said take out the Shadow Lord. That doesn't necessarily take out Landrian. Shadow Lord is a title attached to the tower.
Yeah, good point.
But we do want to redirect him and see if we can get him to not go for the Black Stick, because the Black Stick seems like a very bad thing.
Come back to the question: why does he want the Black Stick?
That's what we don't.
Power.
This guy doesn't seem to be underpowered. He's not on the power kick.
No,
He's got power.
He's survived, and he's got power.
It's survival. He's not on the
It's
power
about
kick.
survival.
Well, when he's been targeted by an entire race.
What if the Black Stick is a Blackmorian thing?
Yeah.
That would be the
Yeah,
only
I
reason he
think
would
the
want
Black
it.
Stick is a Blackmorian thing.
That would be the only reason he would want it.
I think we need to
But
understand
then
more
we
about
shouldn't
his
have been able to
motives.
do a legend lore on it, should we?
You can't legend lore the Black Stick.
But we legend lore the Black Stick.
We did.
Uh,
The notes are in
We
one of my
can't
books.
do the guy involved, but we can do the stick itself.
yeah.
And
but
it's
I
not
thought
the
we
books I have.
Couldn't
I can't-
legend lore Blackmorian stuff.
That's true.
Not
True.
no, but you can legend lore people who used it.
As I said, we did do a legend on the Black Stick. It's in one of my big fat books.
Yeah, I've got notes as well. I just don't. I'm wondering if that means that it is a Blackmorian tech.
I have a feeling that it is. That said,
We could legend lore Gareth Minor, couldn't we?
I think we did, but as I said, all
You
my
couldn't,
notes are
actually.
in my
Sorry?
We couldn't.
Because you're actually in Gareth Minor right now.
Yes.
Yep. Because that's
Sorry.
the tower.
I can't reach because of the chair underneath. Oh.
So going back to the conversation, I'll say, so you've been here for a while, but I understand from what I've seen around here that you're in a war with Wendar for some reason. Why would you seek war?
He does not believe anyone has the right to take what he has claimed.
So exactly what has he claimed?
Yes, exactly.
He has claimed Denagath.
So
He'll defend against any who try to take his domain.
Why
is-
has he
is-
claimed it?
So
is there no room for compromise for all of the beings here to live peacefully? So, because in any domain, there's going to be a number of different cultures and peoples, and sometimes it's more beneficial to work together with them, and that harmony reaps unexpected resources.
This is the elves attacked without provocation, so he has forced them from his lands. He does not wish to deal with those who would terrorize without warning.
Do you think that they attacked because they did not understand your motives? I agree it was wrong for them to attack first, but
He called upon Idris for revenge on their unprovoked attacks.
That doesn't, if I remember correctly, that doesn't match what I think this is an Etzantiola thing.
I think so.
I would like to go slightly left of field, because I think I might have some information that you don't have that you will find very useful.
He finds all information useful.
I've been working for a long time to balance out Exantiotl's influence. I'm sure you're familiar with this god.
He has heard of the Corruptor since he was brought back.
I have become very adept at seeing his influence through both my personal experiences and the help of the tools that I've gained over the last several years, particularly in trying to keep the Master at bay from taking over all of our lands and territories. In fact, the Master wants to take over this land and this territory as well at some point. And I know that the Corruptor God wishes to advance, and I've actually found that he has infiltrated his influence within Denagath and amongst Denagath.
He does not fear the Master's simplistic constructs, nor his lack of knowledge with necromancy.
I'm not sure that well, I do fear them, to be honest. I'm a young dragon, and I have not survived as long as you. But I don't fear the Master as much as I fear Exantiotl. For he has a long-term goal, and he is a god, and as you know, determined gods do wipe out entire realms.
He believes he's already far more advanced in necromancer than the Master ever became.
But are you a more advanced necromancer than
Ever
Exantiotl to
became.
deal with? And would you have a way of knowing if you were being influenced by Exantiotl without him letting you detect it?
Well, you would not know you're being influenced by him because that's his whole stick. You only find out he's been influencing you after everything goes badly.
What if I were to tell you I suspect that he has worked his way into your plans and is bending them to his own will and his own ambition?
Quite possibly. He has got his fingers in pies all over the world right now, he believes.
I would not like to see a spirit such as yourself that has survived so much to be corrupted by something as belittling as a corrupting god like this.
He is less worried as he has planned for many contingencies.
Yes.
Have you been promised anything by any beings of power recently?
He does not trust beings of power. They were responsible for him being defeated in the first place. What he cannot do with his own hands or order those beneath him to do, he doesn't ask for a higher power to do.
I am not a being of power. And
He laughs and says, dragons are always beings of power.
okay, I am not a being that seeks dominant power.
Yet you have a domain where you have your people grow coffee and other materials for furthering your own empire.
Which they are free to come and go, and which they all share in equally. They share all the resources, they share all the profits.
Yes, but it is still a form of power.
I guess so. I guess what I mean is, I'm not like the Master. I'm not seeking to force everyone to believe in what I believe and to serve just me.
He does not believe the Master is choosing to force beliefs on someone. He's literally taking away their beliefs.
That's what I mean. I feel...
And he's basically stripping them down to a power cell.
That's... I feel... How would you feel
Taking
if someone
freedom.
tried to do that to you?
He has contingencies for that too.
You do, but do you ever feel,
He-
considering your wisdom and your powerfulness, that you could do something to help the rest of the realm?
He is currently researching that because he believes he can literally force the Master's forces to cease to exist.
That's why he wants the black stick.
Because if he was to get his hands on an artifact he's researching, no one can beat him in controlling of undead. Not even a god.
When you say if he was, do you mean if you were able to get your hands on an artifact?
Yes.
Okay. That sounds like a very powerful artifact.
It was hidden for a reason.
Should it not then remain hidden?
Everything comes to light sooner or later. And he would rather it fall into his hands than that of the Master.
Would there
Because you won't stop the Master if he gets it.
Would there be other hands you would trust with hiding this artifact?
Hiding and using are two different things. Some people will not be able to hide it, whereas not everyone can use it.
Can you help me understand this more?
If you choose to hide it, it can be found. If you choose to use it, you gotta be careful what you send after the person who uses it.
So how then is it that you can't find it then?
Because he hasn't unraveled all the riddles.
I see.
Gods like to hide things in riddles.
They do.
If they tell you directly, then something's wrong.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that. The riddles sometimes hurt my brain. It's still a young brain. So, would there be any way to bring about a cease of aggression between Wender and yourself?
If they stop attacking his nation, he'll consider hostilities ended.
So if I were to go to the King and Queen of Wender and get an official treaty from them saying that they won't...
Seika's beaming into your head. Wendar is not attacking at the moment.
And then he would also like to
It's
have
important.
a formal apology for their sneak attack.
Ask about the sneak attack.
Can I get
In
some...
fact, it's also not in the crystal.
That mic's too close to your mouth again. I didn't understand.
He was
any
talking
of that.
about that they also have their
Yeah.
blue crystal.
And
Yeah,
Wendar,
He
according
could
to
have straight
Queen
out
of
understanding.
Wendar, forget the king, the Queen of Wendar, they didn't attack first.
So, Lord Lantern, I would like to bring your attention to the fact that Wenda report that they were attacked by Denegath without warning and by ambush, and that's the only reason they're fighting this war. Could it be that some third party, as Antiottles say, attacked you both and then disguised themselves as each other to create hostilities between the two of you because it served their purpose?
You would not put it past Gods of Deception to do that.
How could I prove this to you then?
Well, it's also wouldn't put it past the Gods of Deception to send people to tell him that he's gotten it wrong. So it's very hard when you start talking about deception as to who is the deceiver. And at what point was the deception made? Was it made for when you were learning this information, or was it made at an earlier stage and you're only learning of it now?
Well, the only thing I can do is invite you to use what you may to examine my honesty and sincerity.
It says, what you have learned, yes, but did you learn the truth? That is the question. You may be honest in what you say, but how do you know that you actually learnt the truth of the matter?
At some point, if you do not place your faith in some people, you will never be able to resolve such a cyclical argument.
True.
Is there a way that I could create a bond with you that might develop into that kind of faith?
I will leave it amongst the characters to see if they can come up for a way while they go to the bathroom.
Alright.
One thing I have is inviting a parlay at the borderline and having them each share their start in the thing and their wish for peace going forward.
Yeah, because I think both sides were set up.
Yeah.
How the other thing I would point out as an example of that Antiottles actively doing this at the moment is the cliff battle with the bandits.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, there's the thing. Antiottles is involved, therefore these people were set up. Or whatever happened, he's been exacerbating it. Because that's what he does.
So I will tell him about the cliff battle.
Yeah.
And I will see if do I have a spell or a magic that can kind of demonstrate something that I've seen.
Simple illusion. You can base it on that.
No, more like conveying legitimate memory versus just a story. I don't think I do.
I can't think of a spell that does that.
I can't.
No.
But I have somewhat of an idea of, and I don't know if this is possible or if we have high enough magic to do this. A signed treaty that if either party were to attack first would change color, catch on fire, blah 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 blah.
I mean,
I think
But
we
you could-
do.
Fey bargains.
Back to the spell issue, you could do something where this guy's obviously powerful enough that risk of inviting him into your brain to see that you're telling the truth.
You'd need to have telepathy memorized.
Because we seem to be he seems fine, but appearances are not always
Exactly.
Personally,
I still don't trust him.
He seems
Detect
completely reasonable.
Yeah, detect alignment would be a thing,
But
which I don't have memorized.
it's
Which you also don't likely block anyway.
I could
True.
do a detect alignment.
Yeah.
And I could invite him
Mm.
for us to exchange a detect alignment so that we both knew that
There's
we
a-
were similarly aligned.
Yeah, there's only so many things that'll
detect
block it.
alignment because alignment
It's
isn't
really
really
detect
a
evil or good.
thing. Yeah.
Detect evil or good, which is basically the same thing.
Was it not like the instigators of the battle or the war when Durga apparently stole the blue sapphire star river from the Commander?
The green gem is what they said.
Yeah.
Did they say the green gem? They called it the elf seed.
What you could try and find out would
There's
be
5 women.
if he's
But this isn't one of them.
Yeah.
a bit,
The blue
or
gem that we've
if he
seen
has
is
that
also-
gem, then if he hasn't got, if he thinks you took it, then potentially that's further influence of our Yawning.
Yeah.
Okay, so what was the start of what you're saying, Jeremy? Because other people were talking, I was having a really hard time
Apologies.
distinguishing. No, it's not your fault. I just, my hearing's horrible. So could you just start the start of that so I can just hear the start again?
From Mendar's perspective,
Yep.
getting past the king.
Right. So ask him about, does he have a
If he hasn't got the gem, or if he put the gem back, then that certainly puts a based on on the situation. But you can trust him about when he takes on the gem, is the question.
Yep.
But if he puts the gem back, then that's certainly a start towards the situation. If he says he never had it, that might be indicative of either lying or exactly not being part of the original instigator.
So, I've got 3 things here. Discuss a parlay at the border with a Trudy, possibly using some sort of magic, where it changes colour or bursts into flame if one of them breaks the agreement not to be hostile towards each other.
That way, if there was another attack, they could determine if it was Axanthiel's forces or if it was actually the other country's forces.
Yep. One of the things to convince him about Exantiodal is to tell him about the cliff battle where we faced all of those Exantiodal archers.
And you could introduce Drachnima as an expert in all things anti-Axanthiodal.
Yes. We could offer to exchange a detect alignment between myself and the Shadow Lord to ensure there's some level of trust in the sense that we both have the same goal.
Yeah.
And we could ask him, does he have this? Wendar says that you guys stole a gem. Did you steal the gem? Would you be willing to give it back if there was a treaty signed?
Was there a gem taken from Wendar in some capacity?
I do feel like the Queen would prefer the Trees of Life functioning in the gem.
So does that cover everything everyone discussed?
As far as I'm aware, I've got Cliff Battle, Gem, Parlay, and the Detect Good and Evil.
As much as we're relying on the Queen to be doing things like the King has the powers.
I'm going to start with asking him about the gem.
Yeah.
Can I
Yes.
just one more comment before you
Yep,
go further?
absolutely. Yeah.
First of all, certainly, Dracula is still not keen on being involved at this stage, and he's not been convinced that this gentleman is not deliberately in league with that calculator, so therefore it's, he's struggling to pull back at the present time. Considering the fact that we did receive notification about the Democrat forces heading south that potentially either acquainted to or at least aligned with the anti-Antilogical forces on the border.
What would help Drachnima? What would persuade Drachnima? What kind of I can't think of it. Demonstration might persuade him that the Shadow Lord isn't aligned with Exantiotl, but is actually being manipulated by him unknowingly and needs help to be freed of him. Outside of killing him,
Eat Cookie?
Eat Cookie
Eat cookie.
is actually probably a good one, because if you serve Exantiotl, you can't eat the Eat Cookies, if I understand that right.
I believe so.
So I will offer him an
Says
Eat
for secrets,
Cookie with
isn't
his
it?
coffee.
Sure,
Sorry.
Yeah, says
Will
for
that
secrets.
work for Drachnima? It'll work for Calcrix, because she knows
Says for secrets.
Exaniotl's followers can't eat that cookie.
It's not like Jack didn't particularly trust even the percentile either,
So
so
you've got that, haven't you?
No,
Yeah.
but
So what-
you do
So that's
know
not going to help us
that,
when I'm trying to understand what he's doing.
the goddess Nyx created those cookies specifically to prevent people from being
That's more
influenced
spent,
by Exantiotl.
Oh, sense magic.
And that if they do eat it,
my understanding of what they do is it helps them prevent becoming influenced.
yes, but
There's been no indication of what happens if they're already influenced.
I'm moving to the GM to make sure to clarify. If they eat it, they. I know you said at one point that it allows them to make the choice not to be influenced, but if they eat it and say, I choose not to be influenced by Exantiotl, that would be a truth, because they're eating the cookie and they're under the influence of the cookie and they couldn't. And I think the way you worded it was insurance that they're not serving Exantiotl right now. At least not that they know. Do they... I did think you did say something will happen if they lie, though, but I can't remember what it was.
You don't quite know.
Okay.
The other thing to point out is that the Denegathian forces who are moving south weren't going to Wendar, they're going to help fight the Master with Brawlfa. So at the moment, there is no... as far as I'm aware, and I could be wrong, there is no active conflict between Wendar and Denegath with the nations moving. What's happening on the border is likely Exantiotl forces provoking
On both sides.
on
Yes.
both sides.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll start with the eat cookie, because even though it won't fully convince Draknamar, any response, he might turn it down and we'll just not know. But Calcrix will, while they're drinking coffee, will offer cookies from the special anti-Exantiotl bag of cookies, and she'll offer it to all the people there. And she will say, it is a part of my... these cookies are made to
Compliments the coffee.
no, she's going to be honest.
Well,
He says he doesn't serve Exantiotl and he doesn't want to. She's like, these cookies can... they allow people who do not want to serve Exantiotl to refuse being drawn into his service unwillingly.
and a reassurance.
And if you would like to just find out for yourself if you're being influenced or not influenced by him, I provide them to you as a means for just knowing within yourself whether or not you're being influenced by this god.
He is curious enough to try a biscuit.
Ooh, interesting.
Cool. His head explodes.
Hopefully not.
And
Everybody else?
Calcrix, being the 13-year-old dragon that she is like munching on one at the same time.
Of course. Oh, and I'll take one.
Because, they're good. If he is worried about their content, she will split a cookie with him.
I'm assuming you hand them out to the party.
Yeah.
And
Hammer
I'm
around
gonna
in general.
stick them on a plate and chuck them in the middle of the table and pass them around. Eve will probably offer it to everybody.
I'm sure also offering it to his seconds as
Yes.
well. If they
Every-
And the invisible owl
gets-
there as well.
The owl bear
Everyone
gets
in the
offered
room.
a cookie.
Everyone in the room, and the owlbear gets one on the floor.
Okay, so
Something eats it.
I'll give you a perception roll.
All of us?
Ooh.
Perception, you said?
Yes.
Ooh, 16.
no.
Okay. Perception is wisdom. In any way I can make it intelligence.
Not in this
I'm going
case.
to use my fortunate feat and
24.
roll. So I just want to see if this is better than I've got.
Yeah.
Ooh, a lot better. I can't show it. I
4.
can kind of just witness me.
Yes.
That little
7,
arrow's just
yep,
on the
8.
0.
31.
If
Well,
I haven't
it's-
moved it.
It's
Nice.
dead center on the 0.
31
on the
is
0
pretty
of the
good.
20.
Yeah,
It's a
on
20.
0 of the 20. So
Yeah,
it's a 20.
it's a millimetre and a half away from the edge.
bad.
It's significantly in the 20.
It's enough in the 20. Do
It's
not
Trust.
it's on the number, not just in the block.
12.
It was close though.
I didn't want to use my reroll. I'm this is where Lottie's
It's not
like,
like it was actually
I'm
on
paying
part of the
attention, I'm
line.
sure.
Sort of thing.
Okay, so that's
But yeah, it was there.
times 2.
She did say she was distracted because time spiders. So
Yeah.
So that's.
Well, there's always
that's
time
not-
spiders.
So that
So long
that's
as not paying
actually.
attention.
Am I
Not
accurate?
rolling.
I got a 12. I was perceiving
20 plus
7,
7 plus 4 times 2, so that's 15, so that's 35. Yeah, I am adding this up right now. I need to
Yeah,
put the
yeah, you
D4,
did.
Which is a 1. So,
36.
35 plus 1 is 36.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully that's high enough.
Probably.
What did Llewell get?
24.
Father Pat?
31.
And Drachnima.
I got a 20. I get 2 20s one game. That happens so
Is
rarely.
Drachnima there?
In the 30s or something.
Jeremy, what did you get?
Perception check.
31.
Okay.
I got higher than you for once.
Lonnie's the
I got
lowest
28.
because she's now realizing, hey, we're having a very friendly conversation. How is she going to please the time spiders? So she's just watching. Yeah, everybody's eating the or doing whatever with the cookies. It's
Okay,
fine.
so Lani just notices Ape's eyes sort of change into, you know, that coloured eyes that were chasing you through your nightmare?
Oh.
It sort of just really lights up
Ye-
and seems to start looking around the room rather expectantly.
As we've got, as
See,
we
that's fine.
have telepathic thought, Calcrix
Yes.
is like, I can ask him as a favour if, as one of our.
This is not a good
rituals-
time to jump in on there because
Oh,
I
yeah,
haven't.
okay.
You'll then lose your 20.
Okay, all right.
Yes,
I won't do
I,
that.
I'm
then.
basically describing what's happening, and
That's fine.
let me finish first.
I have a plan.
Okay, so yes, you were completely distracted by Ape looking like he's about to go postal on something.
Eep
Gee.
has her ready to pounce. You know, the cat when their eyes go big or small. So that's basically
Eep.
what Lonnie's seeing, and Lonnie has a little bit of PTSD from that. So she,
And it sort of just passes over you without stopping.
yeah, which is better. Appreciate that. Thanks, Eep.
But you completely lost track of everything else in the room during that time.
You were not the target.
Yeah, thankfully.
So those of you got in your 20s, you notice everyone's eating the cookies. They all seem to be munching away. No one seems to be not doing anything.
Except.
I'm talking about the people in their 20s.
Yes.
And Lani seems to have frozen.
The boy's just
mid-bite.
kind of like staring.
Okay, so those who got in their 30s notice that the priest doesn't actually grab a cookie
Okay. He's
and has what appears to be something that looks like a cookie. Munching away on that.
Did we tell?
Well, Calcrix
Spread out
is
the
tilted
telepathic
ahead
bond?
and she'll say,
But the thing is, I haven't
"Oh,
finished yet.
okay, yep.
Sorry.
And as that is happening, you notice that Eep has zeroed in on the priest. And Eep doesn't seem particularly happy right now.
I'm just going to
What
watch.
colour is Eep?
You've never seen Eep in this colour before, except for this one time when Eep ate a demon through a wall of force.
Okay.
That's scary.
I will tilt my head
Fucking scary.
in curiosity at the priest. I will then look at Latrian and I will say, if you'll notice my companion Eep is trained to detect Exantiotl followers. And Eep
Sick 'em,
is-
Rover!
Eep is now very
That's what she's
focused
saying.
on one person in this room.
Yes. I'm thinking of that on the
I'm going to
pencil.
let Latrian look for himself
Yes.
and see if it is perceivable to
Sorry, sick of
Latrian.
Rex,
Yes.
not Rover.
Because I presume he's a dragon spirit that's several hundred years old. And
Well, he grabs one of the cookies and stuffs it in the guy's mouth.
Oh, nice.
right.
I like this guy already.
This is what he
This is
would
a
do,
Calcrix move.
So Calcrix can appreciate this approach.
This is a Calcrix move, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, it's more of an Eep approach, but
Yeah.
So hang on, who shoved the cookie? The
Landry.
priest has had the cookie shoved in his mouth, but who's been doing the shoving?
By the boss dude.
Oh, the boss dude. Eat it and you enjoy it.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, he did tell the guy to try his coffee and stuff beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, food taster didn't taste the food.
Oh, yeah.
What's happening to the guy who's having his cookie shoved in his mouth?
You sort of notice he's starting to drain of colour.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
And Lani's still staring at Eep. Eep now looks like the priest.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, this is where Lonnie maybe can snap out of it. Can she roll anything, or can we say?
You can say stuff now.
Okay. This is where Lonnie kind of snaps out of it a little bit. I'm just like, oh. Cool. This is where she's just gonna let that happen and just kind of, I guess, look around to the party and say...
Oh, Seika's watching. Seika sees.
I'm gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna keep watching. Let whatever happen, because this seems about
No,
right.
everyone watches the guy. He seems to be have smoke pour off him. His color starts to fade,
Yeah.
and then he just seems to wink out of existence as like someone just doing a fade out.
Oh. So he doesn't even get eaten by Eve.
Oh no, Eep
He
now
ate him.
looks like him, which means he has been
he's
consumed.
Yeah.
You sort of
Scary,
turn around and it
doesn't
looks like the
say.
priest is standing on the other side of the room, except in shadow colors.
Yeah.
Calcrix will look at Eep and go, "You know prettier forms than that, but I appreciate that you carried out your duty."
And you hear "Death to the infidel" in a
My God.
in a more normal voice.
You
Right,
are
a human
very
float.
good Eep.
He's the best Deep I've ever met.
Thank God I only met one Eve.
I wasn't going to say that.
Calcrix will just put her finger up to Alan and say, "Excuse me, my lord." She'll go into a bag, fiddle around, then she'll pull out Eep's favourite puppet, which looks like Drachnema, and then gives it to Eep. Because Eep has earned playtime with the Drachnema puppet. Eep can't normally play with the puppet unless Eep's been really good.
Okay, so Eep looks like Eep normally does, and you can hear it start making Drachnema noises. One of the few times you actually hear Eep use other noises.
I was gonna
Do you
say,
know how much downtime I spent making that puppet?
what did Dracula noises sound like coming from? I guess
So
Jeremy.
Eep ate the puppet?
Place
There
himself.
there is this long-suffering sigh. There is that frustrated sigh. And then there is that happy sigh.
There's a lot of size.
So is Eep
What
playing with the puppet or
Yes.
eating it?
Play.
Okay, cool.
Play.
Oh, by the
Yes.
way, just for flavour, you guys know, he has a pipe, the puppet, that
Yeah.
looks like Drachnema's pipe.
Right.
That's how detailed this puppet is.
You did good work with that.
That's funny.
Well, you did ask what would happen if someone ate a cookie who wasn't supposed to.
It's called Eep Gets to
It's
Eat.
called
It's
self-destructive
get your
behavior.
just desserts.
It's
in
called-
more ways than one.
Yes, self-destructive behaviour, but just desserts, I think, is a better way to talk about it.
And that's the normal way Eep eats people.
Yes.
So
Unless Eep is extremely angry, in which case Eep crunches them first.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Yes. He could end up eating half of somebody.
so Calcrix will
So once the party has now got distracted by Eve's antics,
Oh no, Seika's watching the
actually
room.
watching leisurely to confirm that his reaction to the apparent exposure
Yeah,
of
no,
his
no.
face.
Seika's eyes haven't moved off Landrian and the bodyguard.
No,
Yeah.
Seika's doing Seika's job.
Calcrix will turn back to Lantrian after she's
I'm
handed
watching
over
the
puppet.
boss guy's reactions to this.
And she'll say,
'Cause he's my focus.
"Excuse me, but I have to reward her every time she finds an Exanti of it."
I'm gonna assume that both maybe Father Pat and I will be watching the bodyguard to make sure that he doesn't react.
Yeah.
Well, he does say that he's disappointing because, well, he would rather punish his failed servants himself.
I apologise for not giving you that opportunity, but I never know when I hand out the cookies who's actually gonna.
Have an issue.
Yeah. So I was trying to make the assumption that none of your followers would be so unwise as to betray you or to allow themselves to be corrupted. But
Well, the
even-
priest did have a lot of advice about where to place his forces.
I would
Interesting.
suspect
And now
that
we know why.
one of those places might have been, and I described the mountain area where we.
Oh no, he's been trying to tell us that we really need to defend the north.
I see.
Yeah.
What's to the north of here again?
He does not know, he just says an unknown enemy was coming from the north.
What do we know about what's north of Denegath?
Not much.
Nobody really does.
Oh, that's like
Yeah.
the North Wilds, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
The Norworld region is part of Denegath, and above that is just
Oh.
more of the pioneer areas.
I know what he means by the north now. My brains.
Also, the Dragon Kingdom is to the north.
Yes.
That's why my brain's like, oh, I know what he's talking about now.
Technically the centre of the Dragon Kingdom, because the Dragon Kingdom covers the whole world.
Yeah.
So they call it the Hidden Nation of Dragons. For a reason.
Yeah.
So there is a possibility that your priest was trying to influence you towards Exantiotl's ambitions. Would you be open to a meeting with the Wendarians to create a treaty of ceasing hostilities between the two of you?
No.
I feel that the only reason they attacked you was because Exantiotl disguised his forces as your forces to attack them. They had no way of knowing that it wasn't you, and they were defending themselves, and then Exantiotl did the same. He disguised his forces as Wendarians and attacked yours, and you had no way of knowing that it's not actually the Wendars, but Exantiotl.
He would accept you negotiating on his behalf.
Across the telepathic bond.
Because
Savior says,
he does not wish to leave the tower and become the focus of those who still hunt him.
If you're willing for us to negotiate,
He will trust the dragon.
I have another question related to this. The Wendarians speak of a stolen gemstone. Do you know anything of a gemstone that may have been taken?
He does have a blue stone provided to him by his head priest as a focus for the tower.
Ex-head priest.
yeah. Well, no, not even a priest. Source of problems. The source of problems has provided you with a device. It might be worthwhile checking that
My
out.
understanding is
Yes.
that Wendarians may need this gemstone for helping with the production of like what's
It's
crops and
you could put it as to ensure the natural state of the land.
natural state of the forest and the lands. Is there an alternative focus, or is it even true that you require this gemstone for what the priest told you to, considering the priest was obviously a big fat liar?
He says he has.
Inserting your old indignation.
Yes.
He says he has found that the gemstone is a magic enhancer, and it turned his cloud kill defense into a multi-mile wide effect.
I would say it was that sort of enhancer for things that are bad for people.
But he has been unable to enhance any other magic with it.
Yeah, that may have been the point.
Is there a way that we could help replace what the gemstone's doing for you so that we could return the gemstone to Wendar, but also see that you have the defenses you seek?
Okay.
And have a right to.
We do want to be good for both sides.
Yes. I do not want to take or steal from you. I want to offer a fair exchange if I can find one.
Okay, so he goes, he says he invites you upstairs into his work chamber.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what big teeth.
Okay. So, walking into the chamber above, you can see lights flickering across the ceiling. There's a strong scent of sulfur, and it leads to a large 8-sided chamber. Each of the 8 walls appears to have round windows heavily shuttered by iron portals. However, the south loop is open. There are 4 workbench fixtures against the north, south, east and west sides of the chamber. In the middle of the south bench you see a brilliant blue stone sitting on a cushion enclosed in a large glass cover. other benches are listed with bottles, flasks, scales, funnels, and other things common to an alchemist's workshop. And you see other odd boxes and small chests around.
So Drachma's
The
got
mess.
alchemy, doesn't he? Or am I thinking of Dimitri? I think I might be thinking of Dimitri. Why do they all
He's
have to
got
start
alchemy.
with D?
I've got alchemy.
Oh, you've got alchemy.
Does
Yeah.
Drachma have alchemy?
No.
Yeah.
Ah, well,
Well, does.
I presume Lul then, who is the one with
Yeah.
alchemy,
I
will
think
understand what he's looking at.
Yeah, Liney probably does as well, but I think my skills may be higher. You're not
Cactus got poisonous, but not alchemy.
Does it?
Yeah.
Can it hit things?
only if you hit them with the box.
Don't care.
Telepathically, I will check in with Seiko because I presume this is the blue gem from our visions.
Yeah, I was going to say, is this the gem I saw?
It is the gem you saw. Almost exactly in the position you saw, except for it had the bodies of
All around.
everyone around it, except for Calcrick.
There's a slight shudder and a yelp.
Uh-huh.
And he does say, take the stone if you feel worthy.
Calcrix,
What does that mean?
based off her vision, does Calcrix feel she's worthy?
Well, you didn't see yourself dead in the vision.
Calcrix will approach a stone and go, I guess I find out today whether or not I'm worthy.
You're worthy
Yeah,
of most
Saker
things,
is
so
staying
this
as
is fine.
far away in the room as possible.
That's
Calcrix
fair.
being Calcrix, as you approach the stone, she'll say, Hello, stone. I don't know you very much, but I need to return you back to the people who had you making all the nature stuff work out really well. Will you let me take you back to the people who had you originally so that you can do the work you're meant for?
Okay, you do hear a voice in Elven come from the stone.
This will be the first time something she's talked back to her, so her face looks utterly shocked.
Yeah. You know it happens, because it happens to me. But yeah, it's first for you. It's cool.
It says only those who seek to touch it for no personal gain will be free from effect.
I don't think I have anything personal to gain. I just want to give it back to the people who you belong to. So,
There are things running through my head, but this is Calcrick's
Yes.
Are you sure the elves had it first?
Maybe.
well, look, I'm going to see if they want to pick it up, and if they think they're worthy, well, then the stone will do what it wants to them. I sincerely believe that I don't think. Calcriss is like having a little bit of a think to herself, which through telepathic thought, everyone could hear her going, what is personal gain? Do I personally gain because I do want to stop the war between these people? Because I don't like seeing so much death that I'm personally gaining because less people will die, and that will make me feel better because death is sad.
Saker is just in her mind, not over telepathic bond. Saker is just going, oh my god, we had never.
And then
Calcrix is not to deceive, ever.
Eep is probably sitting on Calcrix's shoulder listening to all this and go, my god! Spoof on the back of the head, and Calcrix go, okay, I'll pick it up. And she picks it up.
Okay, so
Danger to life and limb.
a brilliant blue light bathes the chamber,
Ooh, pretty.
and anyone with any form of illusion loses the illusion.
Does that include my coat?
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't kill my cloak.
You have no idea.
Oh god. I mean,
Sorry.
We could have one of them show up if you like.
So
No.
my,
No.
No, we're good.
so my
So-
outfit's gone back to basic, which is like blue. It's normally showing as white. Yeah,
I
The
just
owlbear
look like
appears?
me, and I'm scribbled all over.
that would be amusing.
And the owlbear is right behind Father Pat. Except it actually looks like a hellhound right now.
Aw, puppy.
I was just gonna say this.
Fred, Ollie, get out of here! What you doing? What your companions?
yeah, he's got two direwolves.
Oh,
Can I pet that
Didn't know
dog?
yeah.
I don't think that they're here.
No, but he'll.
Don't play.
This is how.
Shit.
A Hellhound is how I lost a character in a different campaign.
Oh,
Doing elemental evil. So now that character is forever in hell. That's a fun time. So
Yeah, I've had
That's
people get on
sad.
nightmares and
I
not
mean,
realise that they can take them straight
The
down.
only difference to
Yeah.
me is that you can now see my face. It's still shadowed by the hood, but you can
Yes.
see my face.
yeah.
Well, it's probably lit up blue from the gemstone.
yeah.
Yes.
Unless, of course, you turn away, in which case they just see the back of your
No.
hood.
yes.
They can see my face.
Yes,
I don't
my-
feel threatened right now.
Yes, my pet shadow does not disappear.
Like, I'm still not entirely trusting him, but he is doing all the right things.
Yeah.
Calcrix is going with her
I would
intuition.
check is that for me as a player, when we left Windar, you made the bet that you could do
This is what Saker is currently thinking over. How do we phrase this
Exactly.
as taking out the Shadow Lord?
Did
We've taken
we
him out of the
did we get authority from Windar to negotiate on your behalf? Like he's offered to
We did.
accept and negotiate on his
We did.
behalf?
Yes, we
did.
did. Yes, we did.
Yeah, we
We
checked.
did through.
Because if we did, but technically, negotiations could be happening.
Lewell used sending stones to talk to her, and we did get permission.
Yeah,
Yes.
the Queen gave us permission.
Which means we can negotiate for them with him
Yeah.
right now.
Or the
Which
world
is-
to negotiate with
which is Jeremy-
Calcrix.
Which is Jeremy's point. That's
during
actually a
the-
thing.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. It's
So-
like
Because
technically,
you're
Well, could-
negotiating for him and I'm negotiating for them.
yeah. That
So,
could, we could consider that. Yeah.
If he's fine with
That's
that,
the
we're
dice.
fine with that.
So, blue glowy stone goes into non-magical bag because you shouldn't
Thank you.
carry
I think
glowy
just go for it.
things
Yeah,
in
I've dropped it a couple of times.
bags of holding.
So the lid is slightly damaged. Oops. I haven't got the dice in it at the moment, which is lucky.
Yeah, I didn't weigh anything, so yeah.
I presume
Yep.
not put. I presume I can't put it in the bag of holding, so I'm just going to put it in my
Before negotiations
regular
happen,
satchel.
I might, like, if we're thinking
you can
about
interject
this,
in our head, certainly.
interjecting in heads.
Yeah.
If you are if we've talked in our head and we've gone, hey, Luell has the ability to negotiate for Wenda, why don't we do negotiation between Calcrix and Luell? Seika would go, the Shadow Lord wanted an apology. I don't think that can happen when it's not.
No, they
So-
can, no, it's part of negotiations. It
Yes.
doesn't have to happen right now.
Yeah.
No,
he-
but if he wanted an apology for the sneak attack.
Yeah, okay.
But if the elves didn't do the sneak attack, are they
Yeah.
going to
That's
be
part-
willing
well,
to apologise?
That's what they have to talk through.
Okay,
Yeah.
so just let me do a couple of quick things before we go into the negotiations. Calcrix would turn to Lantrian and say, "Thank you, my lord, for returning the stone so that the elves can return the balance of nature. I deeply appreciate that. Do you still require an apology from the Wendarians if it was in fact Exantiophil attacking your forces and not the Wendarians?"
Okay, so while he's thinking about that, you do hear a crunching sound coming from beneath your feet,
Uh-oh.
Okay.
and the tower starts to shudder.
Oh no.
Oh. Uh-oh.
My lord,
okay.
your tower, please check.
My attention's
Yes.
gone straight to
I
the
was
tower.
worried about that.
Do I need to put the stone back, or is it too
The
late?
control stone.
You're not sure putting it back will help. Because the
Um,
stone didn't bring the tower here in the first place.
Yeah.
Okay,
But the stone is influenced by elven magic.
I
Yeah.
see.
And very much high elven magic.
Right.
Yes.
What does that mean?
Which I want to get my hands on.
From Llewellyn's
Take all-
perspective,
kill all tech.
It is
It's-
very much antipathist to tech.
Yeah.
So
So why was it okay sitting where it was sitting, but now it's
Because
not
no
okay?
one had picked it up to use it.
It was.
I
It was
see.
dormant.
He was only able to cast spells through it. He wasn't.
Using it as a.
Is there a window visible from this area?
There is a window on this level, yes.
He's
Is
not gonna like this.
the
I still suggest
card
we all get out.
still active out there?
Let Jeremy finish,
Yeah, I know.
please. Go, Jeremy.
Is the cloud skill still active out there?
It is, though It's lower than the level of the tower, so someone with flight could literally fly out of this and up above it.
But there's all people in here.
Yes.
What is Shadow Lord's response? Did he realise letting someone touch it would...
He does. Hard to tell what he's thinking because he does have a mask on and a hood.
Because this...
Because Calcrix will look at him and say, "Will putting the stone back help?"
What was Kessler going to say?
I was going to say, the High Elven against tech, this would have been after Landrian's time.
It would have... Technically, it was his time.
Oh, true, it was. Never mind.
So he was alive when the elven god was still immortal
But the
and
fact
started the movement.
So he would know that.
he would
He may
know
he
that
may
Hyas-
actually know the Ilsundor before he became a god.
Exactly. So what I'm essentially pointing out is Landrian may or may not be maybe could intuit, but maybe slightly surprised that the High Elf gem does have the power to break the tower. Essentially, he could probably put together like, hey, that gem needs to get that out of here ASAP.
Possibly.
Potentially, but
It
yeah.
could also be too
Yeah.
little too late, but
He does not know if putting the gem back will change anything.
Yes,
technically
Jeremy's
it
idea
takes
of
out the Shadow
potentially,
Lord
I
because it's no
think,
longer the Shadow
flinging it out the
Just
window
destroy-
might work,
destroy.
but still,
Flinging it out the window or flying out the window with it might
either
help.
way.
Technically, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Lonnie and Seika
So-
had the same idea that
Cal
destroy this tower destroys the Shadow Lord title, which means we took out the Shadow Lord.
Calcrix will ask,
Without killing it.
will you survive the destruction of this tower if it continues to fall?
So we can
You
go
penetrate the
He will
gem.
survive, yes.
Yes, we can.
I've
I
been wanting to say it a long time.
Oh yeah, no, defenestrati is good.
fear it is too late, but I am going to take flight with the stone and hope distance might save some of your structure, for it was not my intent to destroy you. Or your tower.
He still believes in you representing him, but he recommends you go.
I I'm not talking, I'm just taking off out the nearest non-least injuring
Window.
portal that I can see.
And as Calcrix flies out the window, Lani gets the hairs on the back of her neck rise up, realizing, hey,
Oh.
I
Well,
am...
no, hold on. I maybe have a little bit of time still. I'm just like, Landry, like, to officiate all this stuff, please come.
We don't say when we're going to slap him with the sword, but yes.
I was going to say my intention was
Ask
to
him to
was
stay
to
with
quote
you.
unquote knight him, but I was just like, would you and all of your people, like, do we need to escape with? Would you like to come with us so we can help make sure you're safe? Because we didn't want
That's
to
right.
destroy
Is he
your tower.
capable of flight?
he is not.
No.
Calcrix will offer for him to ride on her.
Though you will have left at this stage.
Yes.
Seika is going, who had the carpet? Lowell?
Yes.
I have 3 methods of doing this.
We don't have time.
One
Oh
of
no!
it takes a red-
Have I ever given you back the broom?
No, you still have that.
I'm flying on the damn broom!
Are you taking...
Quick answer is quick answer. Lonnie is trying to tell Landrian to
Be
if he
outside.
felt safe to come with the whole party to come outside the tower to ensure safety.
He's basically saying he has to grab certain things to ensure their safety.
Seika is hovering, ready to fly, but
I hope
Yes.
you guys help him, but I'm just trying to not...
Yeah.
can we help? Can we pick things up for you?
I will sit there next to him on the carpet, saying, "How much weight are you talking about?"
He does not know he's got to quickly grab certain things.
Can we give him a hand?
Are we going to be able to save the people?
I've got a bag on.
He doesn't know because
Actually,
he
no,
doesn't.
Seika wouldn't call.
He
They
doesn't
should
have
run.
time to talk through the technology.
That's fine. Tell him to leave however is required, even if it just takes running.
He says these systems appear to be down.
So
Yeah.
the stairs.
What stairs?
Oh dear.
Exactly.
Right.
And the real question I was asking about the cloud kill is that where are they going to?
Yeah.
Well, there's that too. Well, they need to get to the basement.
So that said, though, if I fly up and the tower continues to fall, I will not leave you guys behind or without help.
Yeah.
Because is cloud kill like there's dome
It's
over the
a
tower, or
lot
is it
of
like
them.
hurricane where Eye of the Storm, no spot?
You are currently the Eye of
It's
the
in a
Storm,
cloud.
Okay,
but
yes.
you don't have the cloud kill above you.
Yeah, that's
So-
my question. Yeah.
Does it say good?
If Landrian seems okay with Lonnie sticking by him to ensure safety and quickly moving, because we have people who can fly him out if the tower starts to crumble.
Yeah.
Can we help you pick things up? Like,
She won't be nosy, but
do
she'll
you
help.
actually have a method to getting out of here?
He has
Do we
many.
need to stay for you?
You do not need to stay.
Okay. Is there anyone else who needs a rescue?
Many.
We
And
will.
we've got nowhere to put them, which means we can take
can you drop the cloud kill so people can get out?
He has no control over the cloud kill.
Cloud kill was
Okay, so-
here before.
Calbrix can do something about the cloud kill, I think. She's got wind spells.
Yeah, that's going to be very
And
local.
she has
though.
walls of force.
Yeah.
So she could possibly put up a wall of force that protects people from it in a
Now,
central
as you think
area.
that the gemstone tells you how to cast a wind spell through it to cover many, many miles.
Okay. A non-harmful wind spell?
Imagine your 10-foot or 30-foot wind lasting for 3 to 30 miles.
Yep.
Because
Yeah,
keep
and
in
it's
mind the
gonna be
cloud kill is 3
permanent.
miles.
What you're talking about there is a permanent hurricane.
No, it's smaller now.
Is it a permanent hurricane?
no,
That's
it would be
basically
like
what it would be.
helpful.
It will last longer than a normal spell and go further than a normal spell.
Yeah.
But
You could absolutely trash the place too.
Did I see
I
windows
don't-
on my
It
way
will
up?
do. Yeah, it'll do
there
more
were
damage
some,
than a
yes.
cloud kill.
And I
And it's
saw
going to be dangerous to fly
were
through,
there
but it won't kill us for
in
being
the
in
tower.
it.
Was it fairly well?
It's
That's
just the wind that could be.
That's the
Sorry.
only
You're not
I
sure
said
how it
it's
will be
dangerous.
split because the light
It's
doesn't
like
make
the
sense.
falling,
to you.
doesn't it? It's
No,
above the
but-
bottom.
What I'm trying to figure out is, can I teleport to a shadow to get to somebody to tell them to run?
Possibly, though you have been warned to use magic around technology.
Okay.
Yeah.
not
The
do
broom's
that.
still magic. I'm just wondering if I could fly out, fly in, say, get everyone out. We're dealing with the cloud kill, and then get out.
Just start shouting.
Calbrix asked the stone, how do I
Yeah, just-
save the people?
Remove the cloud kill. You might be able to do that.
Nothing's
How
problem.
do I save the people who are in the tower?
The doors won't open because the systems are down.
Yeah. Same reason we
Okay.
can't use any stairs.
It gives you a ritual to absorb the cloud kill.
Okay. I will do as it advises. My intent is to save the people. As much as I can save the people.
Yes.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Father Pat's just trying to shepherd people towards something.
Well,
Well,
that's the
we're
thing.
blocked off from the rest of the tower.
Yeah.
So for us to be able to get a warning to anybody not in this room, I can fly out and fly in, but
Or
I
towards or you can be on the side of the windows.
I can fly out and try and use a window to get information.
Two
Yeah.
non-flyers.
That would work.
Can I drop Eep back into the tower and tell Eep to grab as many people as she can and get them to safety?
You can, but we should let multiple people do stuff
Yes.
because
Yeah.
you can't do 10 things at once.
Sorry.
You can choose to do that instead of the cloud kill
Okay, no, I'll do the ritual
Yeah.
for the cloud kill.
because that will take you some time to do.
Sorry, my brain is just brainstorming the problem.
Yes.
Yeah, we're doing
And
lots of stuff. And
Everyone's
we're
trying
doing
to do
the
this everything at the same time, which would be difficult.
Mm.
So you've got Seeker wanting to fly out and fly back in again. What is Lani wanting to do?
Trying to watch. I guess protect Landrian from any falling fits. Allow him to gather the things and usher him out safely.
What is Father Pat doing?
Oh,
Same.
I was going to say, AKA, not let Lantrian out of her sight until we fulfill the prophecy.
And Luell.
Because if Lonnie could use a go back in time thing, she has a way that she could potentially fix the time spider thing, but like that would be going back in time.
Don't forget, we
I
still
want to see how
have
we
the
go with this
bodyguard.
first.
How many can the carpet take? Because you've got... Well,
Me and one other person.
2 is the answer.
is
It's not a big carpet.
Trollin's bigger?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a 2-seater, a 4-seater, and a 6-seater. And I think there's an
So we've got Drachnema.
but I got the little one.
But Drachnema can fly.
Yeah.
I'm on the broom.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can I take somebody?
No, not
no,
well.
Brim,
No.
take one.
That's a 1-seater unless it's a small person.
You can take 2.
No.
One
Him-
plus.
Him and somebody else.
Yes.
So at the moment we have 3 people.
Not including
Unless-
everybody else in the tower.
Unless Drachnema can carry somebody, we currently have 3 people with no flight.
Correct.
Yeah. And he's not
I
that
would like to
strong.
point out rappelling is an option. Like, that is a thing.
Do we have the gear for that, though?
I have a rope. That's all you need.
How tall's the tower?
About 80.
So,
Yeah.
the tower's only less than 100 feet tall. You can only afford to jump.
And look, there's this nice cloud to catch your...
Yeah, the thing is, we'll be
Actually,
jumping
your
into
air,
cloud kill.
your air
Unless we do this and we jump into a hurricane.
is your
Which will be fine.
carpet attuned to you.
It's non-attunement.
Your air, you'll be able to fall.
Yes.
If we can get rid of the cloud kill, you
Yep.
can fall.
So you can drive the carpet
Rappelling is an option.
with somebody else.
So my understanding is the cloud kill does actually go right up to the edge of the tower, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't. There is a gap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a Calcrix who's dealing with the cloud kill.
Lonnie is
Yeah.
preparing a rope for her and Landrian and Pat to rappel.
Sorry, I'm just listing who
Where
we've
needed.
got and what they're...
Yeah. But that's the thing. Yes, the remind.
So as Landrian's looking, Lonnie's pulling a thing, making sure
'cause
he's
I-
okay.
Yes, I'm doing. I'm
Right, I've
lots
got
of
to.
air now. So yes, I could fall under that window without injury. First time I've done it.
So you're
yeah.
full of hot air?
Yes.
So Lani is set up repel.
And I'd probably have rope too.
I'm a long-winded, verbose, high.
A bit like Sam Genji, always want a bit of rope.
No, well,
So you should I'd
Well,
have some
of
rope
course
too.
I'm full
I
of
don't
hope.
have it in the character sheet, but I'm sure I'd have rope.
But the question of rope is also the idea of how long the tower stayed up for.
Yeah.
Well, yes,
well, that's why
what-
we're moving as quickly as possible.
Yeah, it's why we
Yeah.
don't want to stand near the bottom of it when we get down there. We'll be away from
Well,
it as
you-
soon as we can.
You have to wait till the cloud kill's gone if you go away from the
I
rope.
know that.
But I thought the concern was also the number of other people in the tower.
Yeah.
Is there anything else in this room we could use?
Possibly lots of things.
And apparently the doors of the tower don't open.
No,
Most of the
everything's
doors don't open at the moment, but
Yeah.
we've sort of talking through multiple things without actually getting anything
Done.
finalized
Yeah.
because you keep jumping to the next thing before finishing one thing.
Yes.
Would you like to finish one thing before moving on?
Ideally.
well,
Yes.
yes.
Because
Getting people
We
out.
are all a little too excited. Let's have Mark
Yeah,
explain
sorry,
things.
I'm
Yeah.
hyper trying
We've
to
got-
solve things.
Yeah, we've got multiple things going on simultaneously.
we just had Caracrix fly out. There's also a lot of things there to do, which is more than say a round in questions.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
And wanting to do 12 extra things after that makes it
No,
a
no,
very...
I stopped when you pointed out.
But particularly the first thing she was doing was actually flying as far away as she could.
Yeah.
Okay, well look, Father Pat will look around the room. That's the first thing he will do.
Okay.
That doesn't mean
Captain
you can't
was
circle around and deal with the cloud kill.
I would wait for a description before saying what you're doing.
Yes.
Okay, so...
That bloody coffee machine's got to be useful for something. It's a valet point, if nothing else.
okay, one of the workbenches seems to have a whole lot of strange crystals.
Okay.
Which you saw were glowing previously.
And are not glowing now. As in, they appear to have powered down or done something like that. They just suddenly just stop glowing.
Well,
Although
They were glowing when you came into the chamber.
They were possibly powered by the crystal that's no longer working properly.
Yeah.
And you're sure that there is stuff on some of the benches that Landry is just ignoring. Okay, so Seeker flies out the
Potentially
window.
really cool stuff.
Yeah.
You reach window on another level, and you can't figure out how to open it.
Oh,
Yep, I thought that was good.
There are no seams.
Like, can I see in? Can I see a person?
You can sort of see in. It's sort of very hard to perceive what's on the other side of the glass.
It's tinted. Just kidding.
When we were inside,
You could see out, yes.
we could see out.
Tinted.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think if I've got something that I can write on the glass with.
Don't you have
Surely they'd
you
know
have,
about the crumbling tower.
Don't you have ink?
I have ink.
Right backwards on the window. Leave.
How many actions is it going to be for me to get the ink
Yes.
right on the window?
a couple of rounds.
Probably a couple of rounds, yes.
Yeah.
So while you're doing that, Lani and Father Pat are following Lantern around doing stuff.
And like trying to make it clear that we're not a threat to Landry or his guard. Gevrin, kind of like essentially acting as a too extra to Gevrin, like giving Gevrin the proper space.
Okay, so you see he seems to have gathered up what he can, calls over his guard and Poppy,
Yeah.
and says, I wish to enact my escape plan.
Which involves?
And he disappears.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The guard as well.
Yep.
Yep.
And the dog.
Oh yeah.
The dog as well.
So let's stuff off out of here.
So he literally cast a wish spell.
You did. Yes.
Yeah.
That's worse for me.
The time spider's not looking like that.
It doesn't say when.
That's true.
I didn't say when. That's the only thing that I have to negotiate with the time spiders.
So if he's no longer the Shadow Lord, then it doesn't count.
That's true.
Yeah.
Because there's no possible target.
Because the tower's being destroyed.
No, but that means the prophecy isn't fulfilled. And we can't fulfill it because the tower's destroyed.
So we
I
name
have to get
somebody
my
the
scythe out.
Shadow Lord,
I have to.
and then she does that.
I have to scythe. I have to time travel. Otherwise, I'm dead.
We haven't done this before in roleplay, so.
Or we title you the Shadow Lord,
Okay.
And the Celtic
and
sits
you
in
lie down.
Oh, wait a minute. We just have to do it to the new Shadow Lord, right?
No Shadow
There
Lord
won't
unless
be
the
one,
tower's
because there's no tower.
destroyed.
The tower is broken, so no one can sit on the new throne because we
Yes.
can't get to the throne because we can't leave the room.
You busted it.
I don't know.
We also don't know
Hoping
where the
there's a
throne is.
loophole at some point.
I'm gonna
There'll
have
be
to
another
scythe,
Shadow Lord
and I'm gonna
somewhere.
have to time travel.
Okay.
So you could consider that the Landry, or his name is no longer Lord of the Tower because he's left.
That's what I mean. That means the time spiders are gonna come get me.
Wait a
No,
minute.
so that means that the person who is now in control of the tower is now Lord of the Tower and is not the Shadow Lord.
No, the person who is Shadow Lord is the person who sits on their thrones and declares themselves Shadow Lord.
Yeah,
They cannot
what it
get to
is
the throne.
you have to get someone to go down and sit on that throne, declare themselves the Shadow Lord.
As long as the current
Exactly.
Shadow Lord has not died.
Yes, that's true.
But that's
So
the thing.
if they've not died, you can't.
Yeah.
Can't do it because he's
But we
not
can't get
dead.
to the step.
It was also
Yes,
stated.
that's right.
Yeah,
For
no.
several different reasons.
So anyway, I have to time travel so everybody can ignore all of this.
Yes.
Either that or Calcrix could try and get in touch with Lantrian
Nope.
after they've
But
done
he's
this.
not the Shadow Lord anymore.
He's not the Shadow Lord because the tower is destroyed.
Yep.
Well, do we know that?
The tower
Yes.
is actively
It's
being
with-
destroyed.
We know what the
That's what
Shadow
we're trying to
Lord
escape from
conditions
it.
are.
Yeah.
This is no longer a valid
The tower creates the Shadow Lord.
Yeah.
This is a problem for later. We have a tower collapsing
So that
around
would
us.
be Lani gets to make a. I'm going to say
Time spider resistance roll.
Arcana check.
Would you like assistance with that?
She can't get
I can't
assistance
because it's
with that.
immediate.
Unless, of course, you want to get unstuck from Tame.
Yes.
Not a good idea.
I'm gonna have to get my.
No, I'll help, but I'm not going to participate.
I thankfully do have 4. I can have at least 1 reroll. I think I do.
I'm sorry, I forgot about the sword thing.
No,
Blame it on
it's
Ariadne's memory, not Calcrix's.
it's one of those ones where like things happened almost immediately,
What does
and we didn't expect that because
Sorry.
Lonnie was expecting to do something as we were going to go out to blah blah blah, but we didn't know as soon as we grabbed the thing that the tower would be destroyed. So
Yeah.
that's why.
An inspiration point grants a reroll, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm quite willing to grant an inspiration point to Lani to make this work.
And I do have lucky, so I can reroll.
Yeah, well, that gives you 2 rerolls.
Yeah.
And
You
there's
only
all.
roll once on a check.
Oh,
Yes.
Well, that's boring. Well, no, with inspiration. But we've also got things like table rerolls.
Where's my Arcana?
There are none on the table at this stage.
Oh, poo.
I don't think we've done table rerolls.
What is our
right?
con?
We
Yeah.
have not done for a long, long time.
What's the table
Intelligence.
reroll?
Well, I was trying to give it to
There-
people to actually come to the table,
Yes.
so I was offering rerolls when we were doing multiple rolls in a day.
1
Yeah.
reroll.
And now we haven't done one for bloody ages. But it's things like
Thank
you
God.
turn up before
Okay.
a certain time, if you turn up the snacks.
We need to
and a
sort
couple
out
of
your,
other things.
If you help
Destinies.
out.
If you help out.
All right.
It's just we
Let's-
haven't used one for like 2 years.
We haven't done it in a while. Okay. So I got a 23.
Okay, so as Luel goes to try to help Lani, he sees Lani disappear.
Well, that's something I don't need to do now.
Okay, so it's just you and I on the map, my friend.
That's right, let's go.
Let's go. We're out of there.
Yeah.
Not as a criticism, but as a learning point for the group. Next time Calcrix is in charge, don't go, yeah, you're doing a great job, you're answering all the questions. What you do is, Dracnema needs to speak up when Calcrix walks in the room and goes to pick up the gem she probably shouldn't just go pick up. And say, wait a minute, we should ask if we should pick up that gem, and what will happen?
I didn't see you were holding it until you were holding it.
Pick up the gem.
No, he said to pick up the gem. The thing that I didn't expect instantly the tower to collapse. I thought we would have a little bit of time.
Well, tower hasn't collapsed yet. So
But he's out of here.
Technically, the collapse of the tower is also a good thing.
The fact
It
that
is
it's,
just that Lani
the
had
fact that
complications
it's
caused from it.
actively collapsing is the only reason Lonnie was able to get as far as she has. And then if we're all done with comments, let's see what happened.
Yes.
Yes.
Lonnie might be dead.
Stayed long enough to hear about the fact that A, doors have been sealed so people can't get out. Having checked to make certain the cloud kill was actually still present, but at least it was concerned to get out. Then we're hearing that the tower was locked. He's going to make an attempt and playing with the crystals on the beach to see if he can make them light up again.
No.
Obviously, he's going to get through to these. And when that doesn't work, he's going to jump straight out the window and try and bang his way through the front door to not be able to get through there. We'll try crystals first.
So,
Yes. fair enough.
you get to make a science roll.
science roll.
There is an actual skill called science that no one should
Yep.
have.
And
Well,
yeah.
Landrin would.
So that would be straight intelligence then?
You can do straight intelligence, yes.
Right, so like an intelligence roll without proficiency type stuff. So,
That is correct.
which would make it a 1722.
Okay, so as you start tinkering with things, you realize it's starting to flicker back to life again. And
Okay.
you can see whole bunches of strange symbols going across the crystals.
Okay.
Language you've never seen before.
Look around and study out the evidence when we go. So we can't kill us doing it. It's still expensive. Well, can he make an attempt to intuit the meaning of these words or symbols?
You can. Give me another science roll.
This is where you want a
A
natural
16, 21.
Yes.
Okay,
That's a good
so it seems to be some sort of initiation.
Okay.
Yeah.
initiation into, I don't know.
Exactly.
The thing with the initiation will imply into a religious conclave of some sort.
Yes.
But I'm assuming you're referring initiation here as in Starbucks sequence, is that correct?
Well, both of them can technically be correct.
Yeah. Okay, well, so yes, he's interpreting it as initiation, but, well, I guess, as said, for his knowledge, that would be in a religious context. But if he's also just thinking about, okay, you're trying to start a process, then that's potentially useful initiation in his mind. So,
Yeah. It'd be.
but if I guess he'll try and keep going.
Well, it does come across as formulas of formularic startup of something. So it does remain drachnema of religious ceremonies.
The sort of processes you would go through for a religious ceremony. Yep. Happy with that. In which case, he will aim to keep going.
Okay.
And his understanding and knowledge of the rule of rituals from religious observances and time-keeping will be helpful.
And while that's happening, Calcrix gets to make the the Arcana check for the ritual.
And I was waiting for the promised outcome of Lani's. I can't remember what she got.
She disappeared.
Lonnie disappeared as far as you know. So
No,
we're
she just disappeared.
we're
That
now
was the outcome.
waiting until it is time for, or I guess time, haha, to see what happened. Either the time spiders took her or something worked. But we have to wait to see. You guys have to continue to act until you know.
Yes.
I don't even know you've disappeared.
No, you would have seen me disappear.
No, I was out of the room
Oh,
first.
true.
Yes.
There it is.
So I will wait until Martin deems it necessary for me to chime in. I do have, if I was successful, I do have a plan to add something in that would then allow the rest of this stuff to continue to happen.
It's okay, I've got a plan too.
Yes,
that's
I'm worried.
what worries me.
I'm mostly
Yes.
worried because to be fair, it's very likely the time spiders. I keep calling them that. I know that's what they are, but like I don't know
I now call them
much
time
about
spiders.
them.
34.
34?
Yes.
Okay, so you do start to feel the drag on the gem as the cloud kill starts to be drawn towards it.
I hope this is not going to kill the gem.
If we end up alive afterwards, we're fine with that.
So it does feel as if you're trying to drag the cloud kill away from the ground with your flight.
I don't want to kill the
land.
elf trees.
Land.
Well, she wants to get it away from the tower.
Mm.
Hmm.
Land over there.
As long as I think it's working and that I'm hoping.
And if she
Gem's
lands
gonna survive.
anywhere away from the tower, she has to land in the cloud kill at this stage.
Mm.
Okay, so Father Pat, you were standing next to the Lani and suddenly she's gone. And so is the person you've been following, Landrin.
Yes, I know, but he's got the thing is I'm about to jump on and take off with him because now we don't. There's nobody else in the room, so we can go.
Well, Dracula's
I'm
still there, but you
driving.
know he can fly.
Okay, so you jump on board and you have outside Seiko writing on the side of the window. And
I've done it backwards.
and while that's happening, we jump over to Lani, who you go from standing next to Father Pat to sitting in a nice plush little armchair staring at her window, watching all the others going on their merry way trying to do stuff. And you realise you're sitting next to Drazzle.
Yeah.
And that's when I sit next to Drazzle and I'm just like, I just kind of like shake my head, just like kind of almost an acknowledgement of just like I think I messed up
What
a little
is he
bit. Not saying
wearing?
it out loud, but just like kind of shaking my head next to Drazzle. I'm just like,
He's got good insight. He
What
knows
is
what's
he-
going on.
What is he wearing?
I was gonna say,
Does he have
what does
wings?
Drazzle wear? Oh,
Yes.
I was gonna say, what
Has he got his new symbol on him?
What am
somewhere?
I-
Has he got his new symbol on him?
What am I looking at? With,
He
with
seems to
Drazzle?
be dressed in some sort of plush bathrobe made out of blue,
Yep.
Smoking.
I told Drazzle you're gonna have to.
and
hook
he's
me
got
up.
these fuzzy blue slippers on.
I'm telling Drazzle
Oh,
you're gonna have to
tell me
hook me up
the
with a set of this. As she's like silently freaking out the whole time.
Is there a little emblem on the?
No, but you do see the room around him has a sort of like a sea blue stone,
Yeah.
and the room doesn't seem to have any doors except for this window, which is looking on the
Situation.
the situation at the moment.
Oh dear. Fun.
Oh, come on. It's not like he didn't make this mistake when he first started out. That's why he learned
Yeah.
not to make prophecies.
Yes.
And that's exactly what Calcrix would say to him if she could talk to him right now.
Hmm.
But she's got to write it in her Drazzle book later.
Druzzle does offer you a coffee.
I will accept it. Yes. And I'll just tell Drazzle, I was like, look, I know I put myself in this situation. I have a plan. If I could go back and just add something so that I can fulfill things, so that things don't happen. I know this is one of my lessons of I need to be careful about what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He does pat you on the shoulder and says, if you go back now, you make it worse.
I make it worse.
Oh,
Every time you try to go back and change a prophecy, you will always make it worse.
Okay. Thank you, Drazzle.
Um,
I'm gonna
Maybe
just
we'll have
sit
another cup of
here
coffee.
and be sad a little bit, and
As a player,
Yes.
in empathy to Kesley, I'm passing over this to go with your imaginary coffee. Please pass this down to give her a bit of extra courage.
there we go.
And
This is the
support,
way.
This is the way.
Yes.
Yes.
Because I feel so bad that I got you into this mess.
Oh no, it was my own fault.
He does
Yeah.
add
I
that
forgot.
your prophecy has not been invalidated yet.
Has not been invalidated yet. That's what I was hoping for, but I was worried.
For while he still lives, he is still a Shadow Lord.
Okay.
That's what I thought! Not there though.
Yeah. Okay.
But somehow you hear Calcrix's voice.
That is reassuring, and that means that I do have an opportunity in another
spank you with a sword.
time to fulfill my prophecy in a way that I believe can be done.
He does also add that you have over a year before you can fulfill it,
Over a year. Okay.
as you will not see him again for more than a year.
Okay.
Sold.
You need to write that down.
Yep, I will write that down.
For more
Calcrix is
than a
writing
year.
it down too and hoping
If
she
you spend more
remembers.
than 3 years, you will run out of time.
So you get between 1 and 3 years. There you go.
so in your background notes, we need to have a list of prophecies to be fulfilled.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right. Well then, yeah. So I'll have my coffee sitting next to Drazzle, and
Now we watch as they solve the problem without you.
yeah, absolutely. So I just thank Drazzle for meeting me here and being a kind face in a time where I felt like I very much messed up, because you know what, I did, but still time to fix it apparently. So
Drezel does add he once left Luell in a hole for 3 years.
Lugo did
By
tell me about
accident?
that.
You're still scarred by that, are you?
It is not a pleasant memory.
I will tell
Oh, you
you
have no
that,
memory of those 3 years.
I will tell you
It's
that
not a pleasant memory having missed that time.
I will tell you that Morrigan has you beat.
Yeah, what? She was
I
talking for what, 100
Dungeon
years?
and Void. Was it the Void card?
Mm-hmm.
Dungeon and Void card from the.
Yes.
Morrigan has you beat.
I just missed a lot of time. You got tortured.
Twice!
On the other hand, I still have the holy symbol of Antiople I got from that. I don't think about it much, but it happens to be still in my care.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Which means
It's-
Antiotle would know exactly where you are at every point of your life.
Well, so I'll leave it
Yes.
here when we leave.
So he can find this place whenever he needs to.
You should actually
Outside.
You should be actually asking.
On a rope in the
I suggest you catch up with Calcrix and maybe speak to the mistress next about what to do with that thing.
Give it to eat.
Probably.
Yeah.
Big, colourful.
Okay,
word.
so
Prophecy list.
as you fly out the window following Draknamar, who dived out after realizing none of the buttons do anything useful.
Yes.
I thought he should have actually managed to seemingly something happen.
Well, nothing
He's
seemed to
also-
respond, but it seemed to have been just starting back up again.
Hmm.
And you did say if when you did something, nothing really happened, so it wasn't responding to your actions.
To have nothing happen. Like showing up and coming upon with something happening. So I keep trying.
Okay, in which case then, if you go out the window, Draknamar stays behind.
I think Martin was giving you a way out.
When you said the light was coming on, I said, oh, okay.
How big is Dracula?
Apparently, the process of the procedures of a religious observance or something, so which we started doing the pathway, and that's when they said, oh, we're doing the ritual check for
Calcrix.
calculates to give the code. So, okay, so it's definitely give you another round to actually work through if you can.
Okay, so while you're sitting there looking at stuff, Calcrix can start to see the edges of the clouds start to get shorter and shorter. As Luell and Father Pat fly out the window, seeing below them Seeker trying to write on the window.
Backwards.
Fully capable of doing that.
And realizing that the ink doesn't stick to the window.
Oh, poo.
She stuffs it in a bag and
I'm going to mention
Gets away from the tower.
SD,
It's
A, B.
this is why I wasn't going to use ink, but
I'm hoping those poor people aren't stuck inside that tower getting crushed.
Mm.
But I can't do it.
I don't have any other options.
And as this is happening, you can see the outside of the tower shaking and dust falling off it.
Yeah, we definitely don't want to be inside that.
Hmm.
But seeing all of his people disappeared with him,
Hmm.
I would
Did
say
all
they're
of his-
safer than we are.
Yeah.
Did all of his servants disappear?
The ones who were with him did.
And his dog disappear.
But what
Yeah.
We're not
about
sure.
the guy who did the coffee and the people in the kitchen?
You have no idea.
If he got them out, he got them out. If not, there wasn't anything any of us can do about it.
Okay, so as you are watching, I will give Luell a engineering check.
Okay.
And Dracula is still inside.
I'll have an engineering check because I've got skills.
Okay.
You have engineering?
I do. Mind you, it's about how to destroy things, usually with gunpowder, but it's still engineering skill.
Engineering is engineering.
Unfortunately, gunpowder doesn't work on this world.
you know how to make it change from one state to another is the important bit. 22.
Or to stop it changing.
What was that?
Or to stop it changing.
Or to
Well,
stop
oh,
it
good
changing.
God.
Yes.
Um,
Sorry, your speech
That's a
is
helpful
still
roll.
quite
Well, at least I got
muffled.
4 on my
It's like you're talking
proficiency.
to a blanket.
As high in your proficiency as you did with your
Eight.
D20.
an 8
Yeah.
is 16.
Okay. And what was Luell's?
Yeah. 22.
22. Okay, so
Yeah.
both looking at it, it does remind you more and more of the Racasta's vessel.
Ooh. Interesting.
Except it's not running. We'd have to find some way to get to the power system. I don't think we can do anything about the information right now.
No.
As we hover out the window.
Exactly. Hey, did you see that?
Well, no, that's the thing. Now we're outside, we can actually see more that it looks like a Rakasta vessel.
No, the Rakasta vessels you think were designed to resemble this, but a poor imitation.
Okay, so this is looks like the origin of the Rakasta vessel.
As-
Which means it's a vessel.
As you can see, at the base of it seems to have black smoke starting to come
I was
out.
going to say, I think
Zoom.
this is
Oh yeah. If I see them move, I'm gone.
Right, through the mental thing, get away from the tower. It's like a Rakasta ship and it's going to take off.
It makes me
And
wonder why I'm using up all my things trying to get rid of this cloud kill. Because
It-
I asked how to save the people,
Well,
and
it's
the
still,
gem's like, get rid of the cloud kill. And I'm like,
well, it's true, because anyone who gets out is going to have to stand in the cloud kill.
maybe. Sounds like they're all going to another world.
Lonnie is sitting with Drazzle, and Drazzle's asking you, do you think Drachnamar will get out in time this time?
This time, he is hard-headed. I mean, to my knowledge, this is the first time I'm seeing this, but I'm guessing most of the time he chooses not to.
He's seen many versions of this future. Most of the time you're caught in there with him.
Oh dear.
Probably tell him to hurry it up. Well, I'm just gonna hope that this time he knows, get out.
Have we still got telepathic bond?
Ooh.
You do, but not with Lonnie.
I was gonna say, I bet that cuts off my telepathic bomb.
but
it'd be funny if it did.
Luel and Father Pat know that it's a rocket,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yes,
we
they
have
do.
telepathic bond.
He did tell
They could tell
I did-
Drachnamar to get out.
They
did.
did. They said,
told-
"Get the
yeah.
hell away from the tower."
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you tell him that it's because it's a great big metal rocket
Tell him that.
about to take off?
A metal.
And if you haven't, Calcrix will say, I think you're in a metal rocket.
It's get away from the tower. It is dangerous to be near.
It's metal. And
I don't want to go into long explanations.
You need to tell him it's metal.
Drachnamar.
Yes.
You'll leave that thing in 2.5 seconds.
Yeah. Yes.
So Jeremy, what would
It's a big
Drachnamar like to do at this
Big
point?
dangerous metal thing.
Well, I said I was going to give up one more fire to see if I can steal the crystals. So he will be doing that.
Even after you hear it's a metal rocket and that Luel and Father Pat have warned you to get out.
Yeah, that's right. Because something I was saying before everything came up. So I don't really continue with the role as it was. Because hey, he's got the idea of he can still jump out the window. Because he's not into the clock kill and he's not into the fall.
Okay, so
Yeah.
The fact
second
that
half of that.
in space at that point in time might be a problem, but that's not something he considered.
he says he's going to stay in there and see what happens.
Bet towards Drachnamar not making it out.
Okay, so as he's looking at stuff, it seems to be reducing in size the sequence on the screen.
Get out of the metal thing
10, 9,
now.
8.
So he's not seeing that he's making any changes now. It all seems to be controlled procedurally.
Yes.
Yeah,
You've just been told to get out.
Everything seems to be proceeding with or without your touching things.
Without being able to do anything? Okay. He will make it to the window and but as he's finishing, try and pull out his eagle whistle.
Okay, so as you go towards it, I'm going to get you to make a dexterity saving throw as you realize the exit is starting to close.
Okay.
Yep.
And it seems to be a just coming out of the wall, closing off the space.
Yep. 7, and if it counts as a dash, I can get the T's die on it. So,
We'll count it as a dash because you don't want to be caught inside.
Is that 27?
yeah. 31.
Okay, so you managed to make it out with about a 3 or 4 feet to spare as you realize that the tower is actually rising as you exit. And you can see Llewell, Llewell, Father Pat, and Seeker and Calcrix not too far away, but heading away from this location. But in a sense, they are below you as you're coming out of the door.
I'm guessing he's much more than.
Well, as I said, he's happy to be potentially family. He will be trying to pull the eagles up to try and at least shut his throat or fly if he needs to, or can.
Okay, so yes, well, hey, with your Drake form wings out, you can pretty much glide.
He's not trying to film, he's in uniform, so.
It's up to you how you do
It's
it.
not so much
You
flying
may
as
wanna
booting.
In which case, then you'll definitely be using the whistle. Otherwise, we might be looking at crispy tribesmen soon.
Yeah.
Like,
Fried crispy tribesman.
but when I hold the silver
Level 6
dagger,
spices and herbs.
I
Marinated.
can see Draknar's
Fried
half
crispy
dragon
spices.
form.
The cloud skill's still there.
Exactly.
So, is it actually a physical change?
Yep.
Or
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, because when I have my silver dagger out, I can see Draknar in his half dragon form.
Right.
Because that's considered his true form.
Yes.
Because I have silver dagger.
Yep.
Okay, so
That
yes.
sort of time, when people are really stressed, he's still thinking himself as human.
So yes, you use your eagle whistle to fly away from it instead of falling into that flamey bottom. It looks as if the bottom of the tower has exploded
Yes.
with a brilliant green glow.
That's kind of cool.
No sounds, just a background hum that is driving you crazy.
Use the Drazzle. Typical Dracula. Last second every time.
Walk 5, make it so.
Amplifying it without.
And
Carefully.
it also, being unlike the Recaster, it's not controlled explosion. It's basically a really annoying hum.
Yes.
As the tower shoots up out of sight very quickly.
I wonder where it was set to go.
That's a real.
Because whoever's there is going to get a heck of a shock.
That's a good question, actually.
They all seemed comfortable
Well,
with the
hold
tech.
up. That means that the tower still.
Yeah, that's what I was going to
Still
say.
exists
He's
as
still
a
the Shadow
tower.
Lord
He's
because
still
the
the
tower
Shadow
still
Lord.
exists.
He probably. He knows the tech. He probably programmed it to land in a certain spot that only he knows.
Or it's in orbit and you're
Which
going
is
to
why
go and
it's
talk
gonna
to
take-
He
the
needs the
customer.
tower
He
to
could-
keep himself hidden.
He could be.
Yeah.
The tower could be in orbit for all we know. Who knows? Anyway, it's
And this
blast off.
tech is currently beyond the Recaster.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I just looked at the character sheet and realised that technically he was better using the eagle whistle anyway, because he can fly faster with that. He flies at 130 with the eagle whistle, but he's only 70 when he's sort of keeping his wings.
It's called falling with style.
Yes.
So Drazzle offers you a plate of cookies.
Oh, yes, please.
I say thank you very much, Drazzle. I definitely needed this, and I am
Such lovely
so grateful to have you in my life. And I don't know what I would do without you.
And of course, you have to wait until you finally get back here and relax the entire sort of thing was out of your mind.
Yeah.
So, don't get yourself put out.
Yeah. So yeah, no, this is long just like going back to the very first time that like Drazzle helped her out and like became like a really good friend to her, and just like, you know, Drazzle's hugs very helpful, and just this is where Lottie's just like, thank you.
He says eventually you'll have to move on without him.
I understand, but I'm grateful for the time that I have with you, however much time I got.
He says his time is running out.
Oh.
I
Calcrix does not want to hear this.
I'll do what I can in whatever capacity that I can to assist you in whatever you need.
He says he's saving his energy to deal with the master. That's his last job.
Your last
Okay.
job. Oh. Well, thank you, James.
Questa.
What?
He is.
He said before he ascends.
Yeah.
That's what Jeremy said.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what. But that's
Yeah,
and
I
and
don't
that's
know
the thing.
why.
Is that just Jeremy talk though?
That's-
It's Jeremy being hopeful.
GM
Yeah.
agreeing.
Basically,
Trying to catch the GM.
Yeah. Well, no, he was repeating it because I didn't hear properly what Jeremy said because the sound coming through is so bad.
Oh, look, if we can catch the GM into making a commitment to Drazzle ascending,
The
then
GM will not
Yeah.
make any commitment in that one way or the other.
we don't have to worry about
What I'm
Drazzle so
hoping
much anymore.
is if Drazzle takes down the master, that's the trigger for ascension. If he doesn't take down the master, that's a problem.
Yeah. Well, one of the methods of ascension is to take out another quester.
Yes.
So,
Calcrix
yes,
is
that's
putting
valid.
in
Drazzle is our quester.
a formal input of, again, there's no not taking down the master.
Yeah.
Calcrix is committed to crushing him into the ground, and that is what's going to happen.
Seika's,
And he's dust.
Seika's got the crystal and dagger in the back of her head.
Yes.
She knows we need to get it.
Okay. I'm just
Okay.
writing things down. Yeah.
So,
So, hoping.
not long after you watch the tower just zoom straight up with a really annoying hum
Mm-hmm.
And a green glow.
and a green glow, yes.
Can't forget the green glow.
But no, after a little while, you can hum along with the hum.
And you see that Calcrix has managed to absorb the many-mile-wide cloud kill.
No farting.
Don't go even near with a naked flame.
Even I only ever do that after eating fairy floss. Because then it smells like candy.
Across the telepathic
Burnt
bond.
sugar candy.
I have to feed her beans now, don't I?
Yes, exactly.
Across the telepathic bond.
Yeah.
I say, so we have a bit of a problem. Who is going to believe that we speak for the Shadow Lord in order to get the army to stand down?
Calcrix doesn't understand the question.
I can be very persuasive when persuading people that yes, we speak for him.
Then who do we
Right.
talk to?
The Queen.
The Queen.
No,
No, get the
In
shadows.
Denagath.
His army. We want his army to stand down.
I mean, there's
That's-
the captain at the village, but
I'm-
he's not in charge of everything.
And then Shadrach, who was
Being-
one of the generals, is off fighting the master.
Vitriol? But he's
No.
only in charge of his domain. There are other dragons with
he's
other
in-
domains.
In charge of his
AKA, who did Shadrach leave in
Yeah.
charge? It's a good question.
No, I think
We'd have to talk to a bunch of people.
Lantrian have in charge in case he had to
We
enact his
don't
escape plan.
No.
Probably the High Priest.
No, the High
No,
Priest
the commander of the
was
army.
revealed as
Oh yeah, I know that, but he didn't have time to redo the chain of power.
so.
So who's next down from the High Priest?
So we can negotiate all we want,
Somebody
but
else's
unless we
Disney.
know who to talk to say, hey, we have a treaty,
How?
you can stop attacking now.
Well,
At least in the first place, if you can convince the captain of the guard at one of the village wells that we first arrived at, that appears to be the main entry or the crossover point between the two realms.
yes.
So
Right.
if he can be convinced and therefore help to ensure that no more forces cross the border,
I think we're going to have to talk to at least a few people.
And Ariadna.
Yeah.
Calcrix wants to put her hand in a bag and see if, when she got designated at the last point by Lantrian to speak on his behalf, if a scroll turned up in her bag or
It-
something giving her authority on behalf of the Shadow Lord.
It has not yet.
Okay, not yet.
Not as far as you know. You could always be hopeful.
Well, she is.
Dracomir could write you one.
She's
I'm sorry,
I mean, I can write one.
Yeah, we've got two people that could do that.
I
You
could
team
write
up.
one, but I.
We don't know what his signature looks like.
So she's
Look, wait on.
We've seen
Yeah.
a number of documents that have been signed LT.
so she knows
Yeah.
that the Shadow Lord did genuinely respect Idris. So she is going to check in when we get back to Denagath at the Temple of Idris to see if any letters have arrived for her, giving her any authority to speak on the Shadow Lord's behalf.
Well, the priests of Idris definitely, the Church of Idris would definitely be a possibility. So we've got contacts at the village. I just thought I would raise it as a, hey, this could be a problem.
Admittedly, if he was able to send a document to Calcreek to say that she's got authority to speak on her behalf, presumably he would actually send that document directly to his 3D command.
Yeah.
Next question.
One would hope.
When he got round to it.
Eep, can you check me over and see if I've got anything new? Like, I don't know, a red scale I don't know about. I don't know if I have to roll to spot that, but, you know, I end up with these scales without actually knowing how the heck I got them. I'm hoping I don't have, like, a red wyvern crest on me somewhere. I'd prefer it to be just like a red scale, but, and then she stands still for Eep to check her over. Because
And he's holding a paintbrush with raw paint.
even though life will be easier if there is some sort of symbol there, she really doesn't need another symbol on her.
You're going to get more anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Eep does find a green scale.
A green scale I didn't have before.
Yes.
Well, are you sure? Where is it? It's not on my butt, right?
Could be.
Apparently it's where you absorbed the cloud kill.
Oh,
Well, given
Cal
Bring it back.
absorbed Crown Claw and now has a green scale.
yes. Given some of yours have moved around from
it's
time
just
to time.
one, right?
Just one.
So far.
So it's not spread or anything.
So far.
Calcrux looks very thoughtful now, and just a
Wonder if
little
it's like a
bit
spell
worried.
scroll.
That's what I'm thinking, yeah.
Kind of.
And what's our first stop?
Shall we head to the village?
You could potentially fly to the village now that you have encountered the dragon, encountered the Shadow Lord, and now you don't really have anything holding you back from flying because you're warned against flying there in the first place.
Because of dragon.
Yeah, I think we should head back to the village.
Village ho?
Village ho.
Because at least then we can check in at the temple.
You can at least tell Vitriol that he's free of his obligation.
Yes.
Maybe not. We can ask Vitriol if he's free of his obligation. He will know magically.
He will. It's
He will
just
feel
the
it
tower's
fall
not
off.
there.
But the tower still exists.
He doesn't even know that.
That's what I mean. He'll know through his contract.
You're not there.
I'm also not there. I've not come
Before
back.
we head to the village, I'm like, where is Lani?
You've seen her disappear twice before.
Well,
like
no, I've not
this.
been in the tower.
No,
So
no,
I'm
you.
like, did
no,
none of you get Lani?
Yeah.
Where did Lani go?
She disappeared before we left.
We should search
Does
the
she
area for
do
Lani.
that
Well, she
often?
wasn't in the room when we left it.
Yes.
I was gonna say,
What if she's,
Can she teleport?
What if she
She
got
had-
incinerated by the rocket thing?
She wasn't in the room when we left it. There was no one else in there except Dracnomir.
Their
Dracnomir
father
and
Pat saw
Lani wasn't
her shimmer out of
Oh, it's
existence.
just-
Okay,
She ran
you
out of
saw that
existence,
while I was setting things
What
up.
he-
So, okay, fine.
what he
so
was
she
saying
just
was-
Shimming out of
Precise.
existence.
yeah,
Might not have recognised what you were doing.
she went
That's
away.
true. I
Just
was gonna say because he doesn't know that. Well, like he's seen Lonnie's weapons, but doesn't necessarily know that
she-
that's what the scythe is.
Teleport?
Any of
Sorry?
the other party
I have a scythe.
seen it so that when Father Pat describes it, we're like, oh, we know what
Calcrix
happened.
has seen that.
Okay, so Calcrix is like, oh, she's time warped.
Ah,
Okay.
Sweet
At least that to
She
help.
took a step to the left.
So Seiko's taking down a note to talk to Lani later because she needs that information.
don't
Exactly.
explain
She
her
put her
things.
hands on her hips.
You do the perfect.
And currently you're watching them have this conversation.
And I'm
Well,
just
what
like,
earth was
You
she?
see the curiosity, and it like, is my shadow cloak working again, or
Oh, it's working, yeah, but it has no effect through the window.
so
you see like curiosity and this like determination in Taseka's eyes.
And this question mark bubble appears above her head.
I want to kind of like.
No, it's more like an asterisk
Do
of
you get little
remember this
do
to
you get
follow
little
up.
trivia facts that pop up in the corner as well? And just like behind the scenes information pop up in random
Yeah,
spots.
no, it is. It's not a question mark. It's a little asterisk for a.
It's
Come
an,
back to this later.
It's an
No, it's a
interrobang.
paperclip. Remember your paperclip from the old...
Oh no, let's
I was
not
gonna say, you know what an
resurrect
interrobang is, where it's the
Yeah.
question mark exclamation point
I've
one.
had Clippy show up in Shadowrun.
Sorry.
No, let's not do that here.
The guy who developed Clippy has apologised officially.
I think
would
it's brilliant.
suggest
I like Clippy.
Oh,
Knowing
there's
that-
been a brilliant piece of work.
Lani has done her time thing, as we like to all call it.
Yeah.
She will appear, hopefully, back beside us when the time is ready.
At the appropriate time and
Yes.
juncture.
When Drazzle takes me out of time out.
of this timely pun.
Mm.
If we can keep this up on the flight all the way back to the village, we will be assured of a good time.
Okay, so while they're flying,
And all
Drazzle
will
just
finish the bus.
seems to wave a little bit, and the scene just speeds up, and he's fast forwarding.
Yeah.
Yeah,
As you're just hearing
You see little Chinese form going in the
voices.
corner.
Yeah, chipmunk.
Oh, come on. Drazzle should appreciate Calcrix's puns. He's put it through enough.
Oh, he appreciates. He's absorbing everything.
Is this where I say, hey, can we put the subtitles on?
What you hear just before the fast forwarding is Seika going, so you know you're never getting this back, right?
With a note up saying "Zed for the 10th time."
They're not actually that expensive.
Yeah, but I don't have one.
Certainly she likes to steal things.
Hey, I'm being nice. I'm telling you. I'm not just letting you forget.
I'll get another one, and you can put a little plaque on it saying "property of Holo," and just leave it there.
No.
Because that proves it's stolen.
True.
What you
True,
gonna put
I
down?
like that.
Stolen from the Shadow Elf.
Actually, no. Return to Claw.
No, return to the Shadow Elf.
If I
Would-
return.
Property of
That's
Shadow.
an yes.
No, I can't do that because then I'm saying I know the Shadow Elf and that's a bad thing.
Or you stole from the Boogeyman.
See, I like that one.
Yeah. Yes. No,
Boogeyman is
that
real.
works better because mentioning the Shadow Elf to anybody is going to be a really bad thing, and indicates that you have more knowledge than you should.
Like you're the boogeyman of all elves. I heard of you.
Nothing she says, there's a plaque on something she's got hold of saying property of the Shadow Elf. She's just trying to claim it.
Which is why the concept of saying boogie elf or boogeyman, right? That's already been covered. So yes, if you say boogeyman, then it's fine. Everyone knows about the boogeyman. Saying a shadow elf indicates to elves and shadow elves that you know far too much.
But she is an elf in that sense, so...
Oh yeah.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
She knows about Shadow Elves in the sense of the boogeyman.
Yeah, but the shadow elf. It's a
Calcrix,
specific elf.
if this
Idol.
conversation is happening
Yes.
in front of Calcrix, she will
Yeah.
turn to Lulu and say, I will buy you a better flying broom.
No, that's- No, that's
No,
fine. That's
we're
what I
just
said. I
negotiating
wasn't
how to make it
I'm
look
go-
stolen in the best way.
And
Yes,
this is
I'm going to
why
get another
Drazzle
one
fast
as a
forward
replacement.
this whole thing.
That one is now stolen.
So Drazzle doesn't have to listen to it for what I do.
Making them away.
So you got the cliff notes?
Yeah. If
So-
Calcrix is going to write in her book when we arrive at the village going, I wish I could have fast forwarded this with you. Why didn't you take me with Lani? Oh, the cloud kill thing. Okay.
I guess that was important.
Not the cloud kill would have started floating across the land once the gemstone had moved.
Could you have warned me about the big thing that took off from the ground?
We did.
Okay, thanks,
Then
bye.
stick figure picture tongue sticking out.
Yes.
Okay, so it takes you 2 days to reach the back to the temple.
Mm-hmm.
And by the time you get there, you see Lani sitting outside, drinking some sort of fancy drink with a little umbrella sticking out of it that didn't come from the town.
Hell yeah.
Next to our goblin's blacksmith, who's drinking the same kind of drink with an umbrella sticking out of it.
He's upside down.
He's probably there, but he wouldn't have one of those drinks.
Aww.
It's a special drink.
As Drizzle gave it to you.
Yeah. As Lonnie sees everybody, he's like, "Hey, what's up?" And then I'll kind of like give a heads up to Calcris. Yeah, I was in timeout.
Right.
Calcris is kind of like expecting at least a sip of that umbrella drink.
She will offer to.
She
to
absolutely
Calcris.
feels
I'm
she's
just
kind
like
of owed a little bit.
Compliments of Broski.
And it is multiple fruits.
It's very fruity.
I'm
drink.
sure it tastes like the most perfect ale or something to Lani.
It's Hawaiian punch. I don't know what you're talking about.
That's scary
What's
stuff.
Hawaii?
What's a punch? Apart from what you do to people.
I mean, somebody actually punched
This Hawaii like that.
They obviously get a large fruit and then squish it by bashing
a
it with a
fruit
fist.
called Hawaii, and then they punch it.
Yes.
Whole fruit.
There we go.
At least it's not how I eat.
Yeah, I know, right?
I wonder what
Yeah.
a Hawaiian fruit looks like.
But it is a Mackay drink.
Yeah.
And so,
Which
so it's
I
a
think,
Mackay punch.
which at least a few of us have had some
Mackay
because
punch.
we visited her place.
Yeah, I'm sure I've had it at some point.
Yeah.
I haven't been to her place, but I'm sure, like, I've visited
Yes.
Mackay. I've learned part of, like,
Yes.
You would know.
I can speak Mackay.
so any of you who have had that drink, look at it with a shudder.
Well, especially considering one of her halfling cooks or barman
Yep.
gave me a pint of it
Well,
and said, "Hey, it's fruit."
No, my constitution isn't high enough for me to argue the shutter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine is, but
the-
for
the-
a whole pint, no. Not
those
so
who
much.
those who haven't had
Yeah.
it growing up generally find it a little more potent than you like because it just seems to go right through you unless you're of native descent.
I think children could keep it.
The dwarves like the stingy bit of it, but they probably have a higher constitution.
It's also something
still
that they've
affects
grown
them.
up with, so
Yeah.
culturally they're used to it.
So I'm sure
Children?
Father Pat would just be like, "Whoa, this is a little bit
Hildren's
more privileged."
also not Mackay, so
No,
Well,
but
well-
she's grown up
Yeah.
with fairly intense alcohol.
different alcohol.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You go to
that's-
different locations and not everything
Oh, yeah.
affects you the same way.
Elven and dwarf booze is usually stronger than human booze, but human booze hits us harder or hits
Vikings.
us differently.
Is this a Mai? Is this a Mackay Mai Tai? Because I am all for that. That sounds like a
That-
nice time.
I was
Yeah.
going to say the alliteration works.
Yes.
But the Calcrix just
It
tastes
does.
like a bunch of different fruits,
Mhm.
fresh fruits. So,
Because you just don't do alcohol.
no, I don't do
Alcohol has no effect on you because
Yeah.
basically
I don't
it's
do
just
alcohol.
like anything you drink.
Mm. Yes.
If
like-
anything, it may make you breathe fire.
It's like halflings and some of the stuff they smoke. They're fine, but you don't want to sit downwind.
And there you do find that the head priest has been in contact with Landrian and has written up a proclamation saying Calcrix is representing him in a
Cool.
negotiation of cease of hostilities with the Queen of Wenda and, well, King and Queen. He's not. He hasn't left the king out because he knows how prideful the king is.
Yes.
If he wanted to create a further war, he would leave the king out.
Yes, it would be exceedingly rude.
Yes.
Yes, but of course, nobody similar with the wind outside probably could be purpose.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure
But with
wherever Lantrian is right now, he can hear Calcrix go,
yes.
I don't want to listen to another 10 hours of boring mad.
and
Hmm.
I'm just 10:30.
It
Yes.
is 10:30. Yeah.
So that was where I was getting us to a point where you can decide how you'd like to proceed from there, which might be a good
Well-
2-week think.
Yeah.
Well, going and talking to the elves and saying, yeah, it's not an issue anymore.
It's like we
But
chill.
we do need to talk to some of the people here, because some of the important people, like a couple of dragons, possibly haven't heard about what's going on yet.
And technically, Llewell and Calcreeks need to make an agreement on behalf of both parties.
Yeah, it needs to be a
because,
written up treaty.
that just needs to be agreed upon by both
Yeah.
parties.
Yeah.
Yes, this is where we talk for 5 minutes, because we already know what we're talking about, and I spend 2 hours writing 2 copies of the correct document, or 1 copy and then cast a spell to copy it. So they've got something formal on both sides.
We also
And then we go
need
from there.
to fill in the Queen on the fact that our understanding is that Lantern, Axanti-Odal disguised his guys as Lantern's people to
Yep.
attack her people, and disguised his guys as her people to attack Lantern's guys, and that they need to be really aware that Axanti-Odal's doing this
Yeah,
shit.
what I'm going to work on is that's actually going to be part of what we're writing,
Mm.
because it's, hi, we're doing this agreement to do this because of this.
Yeah.
And that's going to be, this is what got you guys in the mess,
Mm.
neither of your fault,
And
in detail.
possibly giving
Yeah.
them some ways to look out for imposters.
And I had optional mages ready in case you were fighting.
Mages.
That's fair.
Okay.
Because Landrian was a mage.
Yeah.
Look at that. I've reached the last page of my book.
I was going to say, I'm going to have to get a new book soon, because that looks like a fair amount, but considering how much I write, that's a couple of sessions.
So
Yeah.
did you want to add anything before we go to end credits?
No, not at this point.
I think just basically what Lewis said. We'll
Yeah.
figure out the treaty, and then we'll
That's
seek
very cool.
approval from each party. I'm happy for Lewis to do all the boring writing stuff,
Mm-hmm.
because it's not fun story writing stuff. It's boring political writing stuff.
Yes, that's why I said I would do it.
Might be an idea
It's not something you
to...
would actually finish
Oh,
or do.
I would finish. It would
Well-
just be that Calcrix would have to drink 50 actual pots of coffee
Oh yeah, and
to
your
get her brain through it.
yeah. The other thing is yours wouldn't be formal.
And on the bright side,
This is for the
Eep
diplomatic
now
stuff.
knows how to cast spells as a priest.
Oh,
Oh,
That-
Anseatl.
doesn't. Ow.
That does not fill. That does not fill me with a
That's-
whole bunch of.
That's what I want to make sure. I want to make sure we address your Axanti-Odal emblem thing. So next session, we're spending time talking to Mistress Nix,
Yes.
because we're getting rid of that holy symbol,
Yes.
because we do not need him in our lives.
Yes.
And I think on that note, I'm going to wander off.
Yes.
Okay, going to
I
end
have-
credits.
The other thing to note is, I'm just putting it on the tape so it's on the record, we should probably send to the Meladil?
Yep.
The elves.
Meladil. Yep.
That
Meladil.
we're wrapping this up, so can you start
Oh.
altering course?
Oh yeah. There's going to be sendings and messages and talking to Redrin on the talkie staff and other things.
Yeah, we have to update Redrin.
But just we don't want to wait to then fly to them to then say, hey, can you go? We want to
Yeah. it's-
start that process
want
as
to-
soon as
Oh yeah.
possible.
It's yeah. Basically, it's going to be write this thing as quickly as possible, which is still going to take several hours. Then talk to Redrin, because that's going to have to be handled. Whatever. Talk to Redrin. Talk to Meladol. Talk to Raphael, because I haven't spoken to him for a bit.
So
I feel like you'll have a
shortcut,
fair few
talk to
updates
the
for him.
gods.
Yes. Yeah.
Talk to
Talk
other
to 3
Talk to all the
gods
people.
in an evening.
I think most of the people have some gods they need to talk to.
Yes.
So I'm going to go to end credits then,
Yep.
so we can
Yes.